Eli Roth. I'm director of Cabin Fever and Hostel, and now Hostel Part II. And I worked on Private Parts. I sat outside Howard's door, kind of as his alarm clock, and he was in the studio at Silver Cup Studios, is this place in Queens where they were filming the movie, and they built a bedroom for him to stay at so he wouldn't have to drive home every night. And I'd sit outside all night and wake him up in the morning and walk him to his car and listen to him, make jokes about me on the radio. And he was always so cool, and I always dreamed one day of coming back and being on a show, with a horror movie. I was writing Cabin Fever outside his door all night, so I can't even believe I'm here. I'm so excited to go on the show, and I haven't seen him since Private Parts. This will actually be the first. I've spoken to him on the phone for Hostel, and he talks about Cabin Fever, and this is the first time I've seen him in probably 10 years.
Eli Roth is a kid who was, I think he was at NYU. When I was shooting Private Parts, his job was to sit outside my room all night, make sure nobody made any noise. That was his primary function. Because Gary he says, well, one of his functions was not to make sure that there was no noise. And I go, no, that was his only function. And he sat, there he is, and he sat outside my door, writing a script.
Oh, my God, does he look Hollywood now?
Yeah, he's gone Hollywood. He creased his hair
I
up.
didn't even recognize him out there.
He's all Hollywood.
Wait, hang on a second.
Yeah, put on those sunglasses.
There you go. Now we're ready.
Now we're Hollywood.
So, hey, Eli.
Hey, guys. Good to be back.
So,
Good
Eli,
to see you.
It's nice to be sitting inside the room as opposed to outside like I was years ago.
you did a good job outside. You kept things quiet, and that was your job.
That was the job.
Because people said, well, he was really doing security. I go, no. I just didn't want any noise, or I didn't want anybody interrupting me. I needed my sleep. Because, shit, when you're working all morning and then you're shooting a movie in the afternoon, I just wanted sleep.
Well, and actually shooting a film now, I really fully appreciated what you went through. I mean, everybody knew. And I remember you were like, I'm like the guy in Il Postino. I'm going to drop dead. I'm going to drop dead.
I was exhausted.
Yeah. And, and that's, we actually had a security guy that was there for security. I brought you like skim milk and bananas and,
Were you
porn.
at NYU at the time?
I'd actually just finished NYU, and I was kind of working as an assistant. Just
I've said this a million times. Eli was so hired on our movie to do that, and then he would sit there with a little book and write longhand the script, and he'd say, yeah, I'd say to him, how you doing, man? And he'd go, hey, I'm writing a script, and I go, yeah, asshole.
Right.
You know.
Never to my face, of course. It's like, hey, Eli, thank you. Yeah.
Right.
I go, oh, that's very good. It shows you're industrious. What an asshole.
You remember actually saying asshole?
Of course. I mean, because anyone who writes a script, it never goes anywhere.
Well, I mean, that's not totally true. 99.9% of them, though.
Who looked at Eli and knew he was
knew?
Doing, if I knew, I would have optioned.
Yeah, exactly. Who would have been a little, you want to sleep inside? Want to sleep in the bed?
I would have tied this fucker up if I knew he was actually writing something that makes some money.
You'd have Hostel money.
What were you writing?
That was Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever. And Cabin Fever made how much money?
It was, $30 million at the box office, another $75 million on DVD.
Wow.
And what did it cost to make?
That's nice.
$1.5 million.
That's what you were busy writing outside my room.
Yeah, that's what I was working on.
Give me that fucking script.
And that's just domestic?
I love that movie, too, by the way.
A dopey kid doesn't give me the script.
That was worldwide.
Should have.
You keep walking by him.
I would have optioned that damn thing if I knew it was going to make
talking to him.
$100 million.
Believe me, it was available. You could have got it for a song. I wrote that script, back then, and it wasn't until 2001 that we shot it. I mean, for years, everybody said this is terrible and this will never make money. And, people watch it today and they still say it's terrible, so it's great.
Well, it made a lot of money. It was about, a guy getting an infection, right?
Yeah, the bunch of kids. It was sort of like an Evil Dead type movie. It was like
they
an
were
80s.
all at this cabin.
Yeah, it was like a throwback to like the 80s Evil Dead style splat.
Do you only make horror films?
I know. Actually, I want to do comedy stuff.
You do?
Yeah. Did you see Grindhouse?
I didn't see Grindhouse. I want to. Is that out on DVD yet?
Grindhouse is not out on DVD yet.
They're
trying to put it back in the theaters.
If you go on YouTube,
I saw the trailer you made for it. Thanksgiving?
Funny
as
that
hell.
was great.
White meat, dark meat, all will be carved.
That was
those parts of the movie were great.
I loved it. I mean, I'm going to do a whole movie of fake trailers called Trailer Trash.
Yeah.
Just totally, I have so many ideas for just really, really terrible movies that will just make great bad trailers.
So then after Cabin Fever, you made Hostel 1.
Yeah.
Hostel 1 cost how much to make?
$3.8 million.
And it grossed how much?
$80 million at the box office and another almost $200 million on DVD.
See, this is the kind of reputation you want in Hollywood.
Well, yeah, and every low budget used to be a bad word. I mean, the average budget is $80 million.
Right.
So then Hostel, we said, okay, if this movie makes $5 or $10 million, it's a
We're
huge
hero.
And then opening weekend, it made 20 and knocked out Narnia, and we were shocked.
Who did you make that film for, Hostel 1?
We made it independently.
You
and
did?
then Sony and Lionsgate picked it up while we were in production on it. They weren't even going to put it in theaters. They showed it to audiences, and people were going crazy, and they thought, okay, there's something
How
here.
did you get the money together to make the movie before you sold it to Sony?
Because I started a production company with some other filmmakers, and we had kind of a fund to make movies, and we had like $3 million together.
Right.
And so we just started production. And then Sony found out that we were going to basically make it for $3 million, and kind of just take it to auction and see who wanted it. And Sony said, you know what, we'll buy it for 3.8.
Right.
And so I said, you know what? Okay, and then they basically gave us the paperwork that says they're buying it for 3.8, and then I just increased the budget by another $800,000.
And then you distributed the film through them.
Through Sony and Lionsgate.
Right. Did you think they had any idea it was going to make that kind of money?
Nobody had any idea.
Nobody. They probably figured maybe we'll turn a little profit on it. It'll be a nice little venture.
Exactly. Well, what they do is they basically run, everybody has a value, and they look at my name and they say, okay, in a worst case scenario, if this movie goes, straight to DVD, how much money did Cabin Fever make? We could make $5 million. Let's give them 3.8, and we'll give them 4 for it. Like that's kind of how they do it.
And also, it's very unusual for a director your age to now have his name above the title. And that means when we see Hostel 2, it will say Eli Roth's Hostel 2.
Yeah, well, they do that. They do that in the advertising. On the movie, I just kind of put written and directed by. But in the advertising, they're selling. But the good thing with horror fans is the horror fans know they look for movies by director.
Right.
Like the director is kind of star. You're like, okay, John Carpenter, Tobe Hooper, Wes Craven.
The director is the star.
Yeah, and so the way that like with Quentin Tarantino, the director is the star of the movie. And so a lot of they've just look at the the mass appeal that my films have had, and being so kind of at that. Extremely violent. It's great.
And you think Hostel 2 is more violent and more horror grotesque than Hostel 1?
Hostel 1 is hard to sit through.
Well, Hostel 2, to make a movie more gross, all you have to do is add another tool and add another body part, and there's kind of no challenge. I wanted to make like Aliens or Road Warrior, a movie that's better and scarier. I'm telling you, the end of Hostel Part 2, nothing's going to touch it. It is the kind of showstopper denouement.
Well, I saw that extended trailer that they're showing. They were showing last week. That was scary.
Yeah, it's a much better movie. It's better, and Bijou Phillips is so awesome in it. And,
cute girl.
Oh, she's fantastic. I did not bone her. I didn't bone any of the girls. The girl I was actually the girl from Hostel 1 became my girlfriend after the movie, Barbara, the brunette. But no, in Hostel 2 there was no boning.
And now you're dating that Rosaria Dawson. I'm not sure which one she is.
I'm not. You know what? It's funny. Like we walked.
That's her?
We walked. That is Rosaria Dawson. That's her at the Cannes Film Festival. She is in Death Proof. So we all went to see like a whole gang of us did opening night, and I literally walked out of the Roosevelt Hotel, and I was next to her. I mean, I was going to give her a ride. We were going to go. Everyone was going over to Quentin's house. I was like, oh, I'll give you a ride. I parked up the street, and there's this gaggle of photographers that surround her.
Oh, so you're not banging her?
And so no, not
Never
at all.
have.
It was hilarious. It was like next thing you know, it was in Page 6. I was like, Rosario, this is a great rumor, and let's keep spreading it.
I thought for sure that you're dating some hot known celebrities because you were voted director with the best physique.
Well, I mean, that's like being voted best dancer at a bar mitzvah. Let's be honest. I mean, who's my competition?
But you're in shape. You do work out.
Yeah,
right?
I work out all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're young. How old are you now?
Now 35.
35 years old. You're young, by Hollywood standards as a director. That's young.
Yeah.
And you're in good shape. You got all your hair.
Yes.
I would imagine
a little too much hair. Some people would argue.
I would imagine a lot of actresses would like to get to know you. This would be a very good score for them to have an Eli Roth who's got his name above the title, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So what are you doing? How are you playing this? Do you have one girlfriend? Do you have many girlfriends?
Well, you kind of, I go away to Prague and make the movies. And in Prague, there's like usually I meet a nice Czech girl, and I was actually pretty well behaved. On Hostel 1, it was kind of a frat party.
Right.
We just went berserk. It was like
with
freshman.
What? Extras?
Oh, no, it was like extras, like crazy, just girls that we met. I mean, every night we were going out in Prague and getting phone numbers and going insane. And literally we'd be shooting on set with the extras, getting phone numbers. And it was nuts.
How did you make a movie?
Oh, we did nude casting. No, it was literally like, that was, by the way, that became the very problem. Was I kept getting, like, I was up all night. I kept getting strep throat. And, like, we'd have a 2-day break and I'd go out with 3 girls in a weekend. And and then the movie, like, I remember I was on set and I started falling asleep. And they're like, Eli, what's the next setup? And I woke up and I was like, oh my God, this is actually affecting the film.
Right.
And I was like, I got to be a monk, and I completely stopped cold turkey.
So now,
and on Hostel 2, I was like a monk the whole time.
Do you hire hot extras on Hostel 2?
You have to hire hot extras because honestly, I swear to God, I learned this. You need hot extras and you need a couple cute PAs, and people can say it's sexist, but I swear to God, the crew behaves.
Yeah,
the guys, when there are hot extras around,
there's stuff to do.
They're gentlemen and they're polite and they're friendly, and everybody wants to show what a great job they can do.
Everybody comes to work, right?
Dude, on Cabin Fever, we had all guy PAs and the crew revolted.
Right.
People started going crazy.
It's an excellent idea. And from working on movies, if the director has any sort of social life during the principal photography, he's not doing his job. There's no way he could.
That is true.
There is no way, and it's a 7-day-a-week.
Ivan Reitman once told me, who was on Private Parts, said to me, the director never gets laid. Never.
He's working all the time.
That's the thing. The director has the least sex out of anybody, and that's genuinely true. Even when I made Cabin Fever, when I was editing, it was like a year and a half that I went.
So what do you need to do? Like jerk off before each workday?
I tried, but it's like I share an apartment with my brother, and it's
You do?
Yeah, I do.
You must have a lot of money, right?
Well, it's starting to come in now. Finally,
it's starting to come in. When
Hostel
1 made that kind of money in Cabin Fever, don't you get a hunk of it?
Well, Cabin Fever, it's amazing where the money goes, and we're auditing the company. I mean, it's just the money. You can't believe where it goes. You see these statements, and it's like, wow, the movie cost $3.8, it made $80 million. You owe us $700,000.
Right.
And they're like, no, we're holding money for video reserve for returns.
Oh, my
basically,
God.
from the time the movie comes in theaters, it's about 2 years to really start to get paid.
Then what about Hostel Part 1? I mean, that made hundreds of millions.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to get paid basically for that in October.
Really?
And that's actually kind of an accelerated pay schedule.
And what do you think?
And
it's
Hostel
gonna
2,
be?
I'll get paid. Hostel 2, I'll get paid a little faster.
You own parts of these films, right?
Yes, I do.
Like the numbers.
I don't believe what you're telling me. You're telling me
it's unbelievable. You would not. Nobody believes. That's what's so funny. Do you think
do you need a couple of bucks? I could
I was
lend
going
you.
to say, what kind of car are you driving? No.
I'm driving the same car I've been for the last 7 or 8 years.
But what's your upfront? Without getting into details, your upfront money to direct Hostel 2 is way more. Right?
Actually, my
hope
upfront money
so.
on Hostel 1, I paid myself $10,000.
Holy shit!
Because the movie was so violent, I wanted to keep the cost low, and I was like, just enough money to cover my rent. Hostel 2, I cut my salary in half to put more money into gore and special effects.
But Eli, the numbers you just quoted us, just say Hostel 1, right? You're talking about a profit of around $100 million.
At least.
You say you're going to get paid in October.
Yeah.
Again, like, what do you think's coming in October? Is it major money? It's got to be, right?
It'll be major money for
Several
me.
$million.
Yeah, it'll be several $million.
Right.
That's
And you
what I'll have.
deserve
So
it.
then you'll be okay.
Yeah, then I'll be okay. No, I'm okay now. Believe me, I'm not
we can loan
starving.
you
I'm doing
some
fine. No, I'm okay.
Have you been banging major actresses? Like,
No.
did you get a Cameron Diaz at this point?
I think if I went after someone like that, I possibly could, but I'm really not interested in it. I've noticed that with the major actresses,
Too much trouble.
Come on. You're a young guy.
Guys,
I'm interested in that kind of trouble.
You're
tell
going to
ya.
wait like Robert Rodriguez until after you have a family to get
No.
This
I mean,
is
like,
such bullshit.
honestly, but you go to Prague, the Czech girls are so beautiful. They're
Okay, but
unbelievable.
but they're not Hollywood act. Like, they have a Cameron Diaz. That's got to be great.
Yeah, but it's not. You think these actresses are so high maintenance, and honestly, you have to pay so much attention to them.
Maybe you're right.
Do you know what it's like? It's like, okay, yeah, you're having sex with a girl, and you're both watching yourself in the mirror, but then you stop, and she's still watching herself in the mirror. It's not. Do you know what I mean? There's a
Gotta
difference.
end at some point.
Go to Iceland, and it's like a whole country full of beautiful girls that love to get drunk and they go crazy, and
have fun.
that's where the fun girls are.
And they're just as hot as any Hollywood actor.
They are hotter than the Hollywood actresses
Yeah.
because they don't need tons and tons and tons of makeup before
We
they
just
look
had a
that
regular
hot.
girl. I mean, okay, granted, she's waitressing. I mean, she's fucking hot. Right?
Howard, let me tell you something. I
I'm
was
not
just
saying-
about to say that. We've had 3 chicks in here in the last month that I feel are hotter than Cameron Diaz. Today we had one. Gary's girl, I agree with you, hotter than Cameron Diaz, and no baggage at all. I know what he's talking about. I mean, look, to get more famous, like Ashton Kutcher did something real smart. He made himself an A-list celebrity by dating it. But if you got
Yeah, but he's
talent
got to
like
bang
Eli,
a 50-year-old.
Yeah.
well, Eli's got some talent. Fuck it.
I like
to bang
normal
a
girls. Do you know? Do you know what it is? It's like you work.
Ashton Kutcher's Ashton Kutcher, but guess what? He's banging fucking old news.
By the way,
I think it
Am
made
I
him.
right?
He made him
Yeah.
famous,
Right.
though. It made
I
him
know.
way
He
more
is
famous.
famous.
Hey,
know.
I read a quote from you. You said in one of your films you would love to chop off Kate Hudson's head.
oh, that was a joke. Actually, not really. It'd be kind of
Because all the
serious.
movies are so bad.
Well, honestly, I mean, you get stuck on an airplane. I want to jump when Raising Helen's on. I mean, what's your choice?
When Raising Helen is on, do you go like, you know what? I want to cut this broad's head off.
Yeah, I was like, this should be called Uggs the movie. I'm like, what is this film?
It doesn't mean anything, that film, right?
Oh, and the Kate, you just
Nothing she does
And
means
Emma,
anything.
it's just, yeah. I mean, I like her. Look, she was fine and almost famous, and Kurt Russell. I don't want him to beat me up for saying this because I love Kurt Russell, but Kate Hudson, I would genuinely chop her head off.
Hostel 2 is coming out, what, this weekend?
Yeah, Friday.
And who's your competition?
Opens Friday. Ocean's 13.
I didn't like it.
And
I
what
saw
did you
Ocean's
say
11.
About Ocean's 12.
I saw Ocean's 11. I didn't like it. I never understood it. I couldn't understand why anyone would watch it.
I
unless-
like the first one.
And 12, I didn't even bother to see.
Let me tell you about part 12. I actually had a fun time at Ocean's 11. I thought it was great. So I went to see Ocean's 12, and I was like, do you know what? The heist in this movie is they took everyone's money. They took the public's money.
Right.
I'm like, this is terrible. This is like watching the Smug Pack. Are we paying rent on George Clooney's villa in Tuscany? I was like, I expect better from those guys, and I expect better from Steven Soderbergh.
Right.
So I was disappointed.
I expect this movie just me paying to watch them have fun.
I'm a little tired of how good friends
here's
they
the thing.
are.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. If you take a date to see Ocean's 13, and I'm sure it's a fine movie, and they know 12 sucks, they make a better film. Your date's gonna be looking at the screen going, "You're not Brad Pitt." And then they look at you and you're like, "You're not George Clooney." But you go to see Hostel, and you're like, "That is the scariest, ugliest, creepiest guy I've ever seen."
Yeah,
thank God I'm with you. Exactly. I'm gonna grab your hand. I'm gonna grab your arm. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home alone. Girls never want to go home alone after a horror movie. Then you put on Willy Wonka and you close the deal.
That's a good marketing strategy.
I'm telling you, it's
yeah.
the date
Absolutely.
movie.
So you're not. What do you think? What do you think the movie will gross?
Well, I mean, there's two kinds of gross. I think it'll be gross in the disgusting kind of way. Look, I hope it does well. I hope it does what the first one did.
Right.
That would be great. I think people. I think it's a better
The
movie.
is anticipated.
I think the word of mouth in this one will be much stronger than the first one. I really got to watch the first one with audiences and see what worked, what didn't work, and I'm telling you, the end of this movie, I don't care how much money. Spider-Man cost $350 million in special effects, and I heard people leaving the theater going, "That sucked." I don't care how much money this movie spent or what movie stars. Nothing will have the ending we have. You're gonna love it. It's so
I like Bijou. How naked do you get her in that?
Not as naked as you'd think.
Right.
But we do have other naked girls to compensate for not having Bijou naked.
Yeah, I like Bijou.
Heather Matarazzo.
Bijou is
does some
beautiful.
nudity from Welcome to the Dollhouse.
Very nice.
She looks great.
You're talking about Wiener Dog?
Wiener Dog.
Wiener Dog is
Heather.
naked?
Yep. She
looking
shows
at
it's
it.
good.
Criminal.
Dude, I know.
You should go to jail.
That's the thing. Is people watch the movie, they see Beaver Phillips, but let me tell you, Heather is gorgeous, and she hides it and she keeps it a secret. I'm like, Heather,
How
honestly,
does she do that?
She came in the audition. I'm like, Heather, I want to bang you.
Wow.
And she goes, "Oh my God, really?" I'm like, Heather, you realize that you're going to be hung upside naked, like you're going to be upside down naked in this movie. She goes, "That's why I want to do it. You want to see me naked?" I'm like, "I want to see you naked, and I really want to bang you." She's like, "Oh, Eli, she's so great." I
Howard,
love her.
I'm looking at a picture of her in the Daily News right now. I think this gay crasher thing, and she's laughing in a way. You're going to call me a jerk off. She's laughing in a way. She kind of looks like Kate Beckinsale.
Let me see.
Yep. Let me tell you.
Watch.
Wiener Dog grew up hot.
Let me tell you, we call her Heather Matarazzo. She really is, and she's fucking sexy too. The girl is sexy.
Oh, I didn't know that was her.
That's
Yeah.
She looks good.
Dude, her body is
how
sick.
did that happen?
Let me tell you, she did yoga. She got in shape.
that's
She
fucked
knew
up.
it.
That awkward stage.
That's fucked
She
up.
got way
hey,
past
listen,
that.
she always was wanted. That kid in Welcome to the Dollhouse wanted to rape her.
Yeah, exactly.
When Wiener Dog walks in, you didn't recognize her, and you said, "Hey, this is just a hot chick."
Well, no, I knew she flew from New York to Los Angeles to audition,
Yeah,
and
you knew
I
it
love
was.
Welcome to the Dollhouse. And I
Me
was
too.
so excited that she wanted to do that movie. I remember listening to her on your show.
Yeah.
And so I was so excited that she wanted to do it. And I walked in, I'm like, "Oh my God, she is hot." I'm like, Heather, you're really fucking sexy.
Hey, Kyle, you're on the air in Orlando.
Hey now.
Hey,
you guys, you never banged any other chicks, famous chicks at all? I mean, even before you started directing movies and stuff?
Honestly, no. The
Wow.
famous chicks, no. I just went after hot chicks.
You
I've
never
really
banged
got-
a chick you worked with?
Well, I mean, girls that I worked as production assistants and other extras and stuff like that. Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Let's go to Stephanie. Stephanie, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, Howard.
Hi. What's your question?
Hi. No, I don't have a question. I just wanted to make a comment to Eli about Hostel 1.
Yes, Stephanie.
I wanted to say that I went there to the theater to see it, and my husband had his eyes hooked to the screen the whole time while the naked breasts were flashing.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as the scary part started, he had his hands over his face the entire rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to see Hostel 2, and I think it's a brilliant marketing strategy with the girls going home scared, but it worked in the opposite direction for me.
I'm glad to hear that, and Stephanie, you'll be pleased to know there's a lot of sausage in this movie. This movie
always-
has more male nudity than all the Harvey Keitel films combined.
Were you always into horror films?
Always. When I was 8 years old, I saw Alien. I was like, I want to be a horror movie director.
You threw up at Alien, didn't you?
Well, yeah, that was a problem I had. I puked when I saw Alien, and then I actually saw The Exorcist, and I puked, and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, I puked, and finally I saw Outland in the theater, and the heads exploded, and I was running down the theater, projectile vomiting on people. My parents were like, "You can't see horror movies anymore because you can't." But it became psychosomatic. I just got scared that I was going to puke, so I puked.
Right.
And then I remember they wouldn't let me see Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that was like Star Wars, and I was like, "I got to see it," and they said, "No, people's faces melt," and I said, "I promise I won't puke." I remember holding it in and holding it in and holding it in, and the faces melted. I was like, I didn't puke.
Yeah, you see, you grew up.
And then look what happened now. And then when Hostel 1 came out, people were running out of the theater, projectile vomiting. There were photos of it on the internet.
crazy.
It was
Is it
awesome.
hard? Is it hard writing a movie?
It's the hardest thing in the world.
You got to lock yourself in a room and do the thing.
Yeah, I do. Do you know what? I actually, it was Tarantino who got me writing longhand. I remember I was sitting outside your door long. It was before laptops, but now, you get used to the laptop. But Tarantino's like, my pen is my antenna to God. He's like, you got to fucking write longhand, man. Right. Longhand. And so I started writing in a notebook.
But you did when you sat outside my studio.
I did, but then I got into the computer and it was before laptops, really. I mean, laptops, nobody really had them then. And then so... And so I would, sit there and I'd write and I'd write and I'd write. And the sequel is tough because you got to give people what they want, but you got to give them something new. But fucking everything's been done before.
Right.
And then when I talk to the ratings board, and then you have to get your movie through the ratings board, they're like, Eli, we don't even know what to compare this to because we've never seen this. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm running out of body parts, guys.
So what do you do? So where's your inspiration come from? What do you like? How do you think of more gory shit to do that hasn't been seen before?
Just look at the shit that's going on in the world. Look what people have done throughout history. Walk into any museum of medieval torture in Europe, you can't fucking believe the shit the church came up with that they did over 250 years.
Yeah.
They'd have a guy upside down, legs spread, and take a two-ended saw and slowly saw them in half.
The church did that.
The church did that because there were witches, and because the Bible said, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." So the church said, "We got to get rid of the witches." Now, it's like anthrax would basically make a cow's udders bleed, and they had no way of knowing what that was. So they assumed it was witches because the Bible said so, and they would saw people in half and have them upside down specifically so you'd stay conscious longer.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. Or they'd have like a pyramid that would like sit on you'd stick it like called the Judas cradle. You would sit on it, on this pyramid that would go in your ass and you'd have ankle weights on, and basically over 2 days would slowly pull you down. And I mean, like, you couldn't even film it. There's nothing like that in the movie, but it's like, you look at the stuff that people actually really did to each other. It's unbelievable.
So that's what, you don't even need to be all that creative. You can write a horror film.
Just go to one of those museums.
Go to church.
Yeah.
Exactly. Go to church. Exactly. Go to the Museum of Torture.
Yeah.
And they're in every city in Europe.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. I wish you luck, man. I'm
Thanks, Howard.
I'm very happy for you. It's very exciting to know someone who was sitting there scribbling outside my door, making a success of himself.
And I got to say, even though you call me an asshole behind your back, you were always so nice to me. And every other movie, people were like, "Oh, you worked with Howard Stern." I'm like, guys, honestly, I worked on probably 150 different movies. I worked on Meet Joe Black. I got all these different films. Nobody was as nice as Howard was, and it was the most fun working on
I was
Private
actually
Parts.
kind of fascinated by Eli. I thought it was kind of really cool that I didn't call him an asshole. I was really kind of taken that he was using his time
while he sat there instead of just sitting there.
And the guy would stay up all night writing this movie, and I was like, that's admirable. Most people would just sit in the fucking chair and
here
sleep.
Here comes the bullshit. He's successful now.
No. He was really cool.
This story
by the way,
before.
Howard always asked me how the writing was going, and we talked about it every day.
What's going on?
He was goofing on you. How's the writing going?
No, you
can't win with this group.
Tough room.
See Eli Roth's Hostel 2 opening Friday in theaters everywhere. It is gorier, more
ending.
Disgusting.
It's gonna have the movie ending. It's gonna blow away every other ending of the other movies.
When does it get reviewed? Does it get reviewed this Friday?
Yeah, there's already a review up on Ain't It Cool News with some spoilers. It's amazing. I mean, the reviews are incredible. Friday,
they'll be in the paper.
They'll be the reviews.
Are you becoming a better director now that this is your third big film?
Oh yeah. I watch my movies with audiences over and over, and I see what works, and I really feel like I've gotten better each time.
All right, that's good. That's good. Eli Roth's Hostel 2 opening Friday in theaters everywhere. Got to take a break. We'll be back right at. Who was the biggest prick you ever worked with?
Oh God. Jesus, there were so many pricks. Raquel Welch was fucking out of her mind on Central Park West. She was so nuts. I remember the show was canceled. It was the 11th month. She was screaming for her apple juice. And they're like, and I was the assistant. They were like, Eli, you got to get apple juice. And I went in the elevator and I ran upstairs and they're like, where's the fucking apple juice? I'm like, I'm through. And I ran across the street to the market and I'm like, they're like, what's fucking apple juice? I'm like, there's Red Cheek, there's Martinelli's. What do we do? Like, get that fucking apple juice, get that fucking apple juice. And literally, like, the rap party had already started and she was on set going, I'm not shooting out my apple juice. And I got it and I had to run and run. Like, I remember running. They're like, don't wait for the fucking elevators, run. And I had to run up 12 flights of stairs. And I was like, here's your apple juice. And she's like, it's cold. I was like, just like you fucking frigid bitch.
You had a lot of shitty jobs on movies.
I had so many shitty jobs. That's why Private Parts was so fun. When I had the job, when they were like, Gary wants to shoot this thing in the snow with these girls. And I had to walk all those strippers from the trailer out to Gary.
Not so bad.
And then then they were taking their clothes off and I had to walk them back. It was so much fun.
I got him beat. I had the shittiest job in movies ever, Eli. I got you beat. I was an actor in Mystery Men.
Oh my God! Wow,
that's pretty bad.
That's a bad one.
I'd rather get apple juice from Raquel Welch.
I got fired for being a bad stand-in on Meet Joe Black.
Really?
I was so bad. Martin Brest was such an this is the worst job ever. Because, you have to stand and be like the same height as the actor.
Right.
So I knew the assistant directors, and I got on, but I was like an inch shorter than the guy. And
Which actor?
It was Jake Weber, who's in Dawn of the Dead. And
all right.
So I was like an inch shorter than him, but the first shot was a walking shot. So the DP's like, can you make yourself taller? And I kind of perched up, and he's like, can you walk? And I started doing this sort of tiptoed, like a T-Rex kind of walk. And the director walked by and goes, who's that guy? He is one untalented stand-in. Fire him. And they fired me for being an untalented stand-in, okay? So get this.
Then afterwards,
this is Martin Brest, the director of Gigli, fires me for being untalented.
Oh, look who's untalented now.
Well, here's the best part. After that, I needed money so bad that they were like, okay, we can bring you back as a production assistant, but we got to hide you. So I was in a little tiny basement room turning the air conditioning on and off for 18 hours a day, and they were like, air on. All right, we're getting ready to roll. Air off. Air on. And then I got the call from Ray, and they're like, Private Parts is starting production, and Howard wants to know if you want to come sit out his door. And it's like, you liberated me literally from the single worst job I ever had in film business.
That sounds awful.
On Meet Joe Black. It was horrible.
First of all, Meet Joe Black wasn't good.
Terrible.
Number two, this guy
firing a stand-in.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I've never even heard of that.
An untalented stand-in. I'm like, thank you.
You know what that is? That's a director, I think, sensing what he's doing ain't working. And because you don't see that on...
By the way, there were some great quotes from him. Martin Brest, I remember, would turn deep and go, this is the shot that's going to get me the Oscar.
No.
That was the famous quote all the time. On Meet Joe Black. And he was doing 80 takes of Brad Pitt. And then Anthony Hopkins was like, I'm not a heavyweight. I can't do 80 takes. It's like I'm one of the best actors in the world. You get 5 takes. Sorry.
Yeah, how many times am I going to do this?
18 hours. Martin Brest thought he was Stanley Kubrick.
Wow, what is he doing now?
Now he's Stanley Roper. I think he's a landlord in some building. He hasn't worked since Gigli.
Yeah, well,
and nor should he.
Nor should he.
That's right. So there's a bit of retribution in this, right? I mean, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, but whatever.
Why don't you do a movie where Martin Brest gets his head chopped off?
Do you know what? I'd like to have him and then cast him and fire him at the last second.
Fire him, say you're not very
talented.
You're
just untalented.
You're not really that
You
good.
can sit and turn the air conditioner on and off.
One thing you said that was, were you kidding when you said the rap party had literally started for that show?
Oh, Central Park West. We were not finished shooting, but they had rented out a bar across the street, and people were leaving to go to the rap party, and they had another shot, and I was getting the apple juice, and I was like, what the fuck? And everyone was next door, and they were drunk already, so we had to go and shoot this last shot, and it was like 7 people left waiting for this one scene, even though the show was already canceled.
What kind of morale is there on a fucking set when the rap party's going on?
When you're a
was
PA,
a depressing show.
And your job is basically making sure that this big baby, Raquel Welch, gets her apple juice before she goes out and does her next scene.
Yes.
Did you ever say to yourself at some point, you know what, this might not be the right business for me. I don't want to get celebrities apple juice.
Oh, do you know what? I'd say, you know what? This is a test. It's just this is a fucking marathon. And
right.
It's literally, it's not whoever's the most talented. It's who's willing to put up with the most bullshit.
That's
it's
right.
like for you to get to where you are. You had a number of horrible jobs, but you were so focused and just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And you got to kind of enjoy it and look at it. And I always looked at everything with a sense of humor. I mean, even when it was like 4 in the morning and 0 degrees, and I was outside Tompkins Square Park, like trying to stop homeless people from making noise during takes and stuff. Like, you just have to have a sense of humor about it.
Hey, you homeless guy, shut the fuck up. We're making a movie here.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, thank you so much.
Stop
sir.
asking
Please.
people for food.
I appreciate that. Stop.
Is your next movie going to be adapting a Stephen King novel?
Yeah, I'm going to do either. You're probably going to be Sal, the Stephen King book Sal.
Is that the one about the telephone?
Yeah, the people get
comes
the
to life
zap. Everyone gets zapped with the phone. Everyone on cell phone gets zapped, and they go completely crazy, and civilization totally collapses.
That's a big deal because a lot of times Stephen King movies, they have a hard time making them into, translating.
I know, and I think the key is don't film the book. Adapt the book and make a movie and do what's best with the movie.
Use the idea of the book.
Exactly. Don't replicate the book. Just take what you love about the book and put it into a great movie.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And I think I might do that or trailer trash or maybe both. All my fake trailers.
Yeah, do the Stephen King thing. I always like those movies. I love Stephen King.
Yeah, I love,
King,
The Shining and Carrie and Creepshow. There's so many great adaptations.
I like the one with the cats.
Sleepwalkers?
Yeah, I like that, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
See, I like it. I don't know, man. I'm sure that wasn't well reviewed.
Every mini series they do of his books, it's great. Stephen King's great. He's a great source.
What was the one where Drew Barrymore goes on fire?
Oh,
Firestarter.
That was cool.
Firestarter.
I like that. Yeah,
See, the problem is after The Shining with Nicholson and Kubrick doing that, it's hard to,
Shining wasn't one of my favorites.
Really, I love it. That's an amazing
Love
movie.
it.
Chris, you're on the air in Philadelphia.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey now. Eli, would you ever consider using Howard for a movie?
I would love to work with Howard in some capacity if it was the right project.
I want to play a monster. I want to be the Scarecrow.
You could have been in Hostel too.
Yeah, why am I not in Hostel too? I could have worked with Bijou.
You could
be the guy. I could be the big roast guy who comes in and bangs her.
I'll be a client.
Yeah. Yes.
I can see him as one of the clients, one of the
One of those creepy guys. One of those guys with too much money. Money doesn't matter to them, where they're never happy. Right. Nothing's ever enough.
Absolutely.
I got my tattoo, but it's
I'm
fake.
willing to shave my head for a movie.
Wow.
Are you really? There you go.
Committed to my art if it was the right role.
Talking about box office.
I don't even know if I care about doing another movie. If it was like really cool, I would do it, but I don't give a shit anymore. I mean,
do you know what we could do? We could do like in Trailer Trash. We could film the trailer for Fart Man, and then you basically get to shoot the best scenes, and you don't have to make the movie. That's what I'd like to do. We that way you shoot it in 2 days, and let's pick our favorite moments, and you feel like you made the movie, and you only shoot the best parts.
That's funny. I would do that.
There you go. The trailer for Fart Man.
That's what I'm saying. Put it in Trailer Trash.
That's funny.
Done.
Because really, Fart Man should have been a trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
Me,
you know what I mean?
It was a funny
Just
script,
think of joke,
Right.
joke. Don't worry about the fucking script. Just go for the gags.
I got the script.
Though it was a funny script, too.
Yeah, it was. But never had the balls to make it.
Let's bring back Fart Man. Why the fuck not?
That's it. Let's go to Dale. One last question
That's
for
a good
Eli.
idea.
Hey, Eli, how's it going?
Good, Dale. How you doing, man?
All right, good, thanks. Listen, I just wanted to ask you, Jessica Biel has been in a lot of, horror movies, or she's trying to be, this new horror queen.
Yeah.
Would you ever, put her in a film of yours?
Yeah, I love Jessica Biel. I think she could beat me up, but I love her.
Why not?
Jessica
Sure.
Biel, she's amazing in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it's one of the reasons that movie works so well.
I think Eli doesn't even need, one of the cool things is
That
he doesn't need a big
stars,
star.
right?
No, that's and the thing about horror is the scare is the star.
The director's the star, actually, which is nice for you.
Yeah.
All right, listen, Eli.
Howard.
Hostel 2, man. We're pulling for you, pal.
I
Opening
appreciate it,
Friday
man.
in theaters everywhere. It sounds like it's going to be a winner for you. I really do hope so.
For old time's sake,
Thanks,
Eli.
guys.
Eli, for old time's sake, do you mind waiting for the rest of the show outside?
Yeah, exactly.
Making sure nobody makes any noise?
I'd be happy to.
Sit outside there, and if
Sit
anyone
outside your
bothers
door.
me, you let me know, all right?
I'm thrilled. Anytime you need.
All
Happy
right.
to.
Good luck, Eli. Eli
Thanks,
Roth, everyone.
Take care, man. Thanks, man. That was awesome.
That was really
good time in there, Eli.
Fantastic.
That was so much fun. I've been dreaming of that interview in my head. I can't even tell you, my whole life, thinking, God, I'd love to be a guest on Stern with a horror movie, and to actually go in there was so awesome.
Well, you guys have spoken on the phone before, but actually being in there with Howard had to be really cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, you watch it, I remember watching the fucking Channel 9 show on WR and thinking, God, to be in the room with Howard with with the headset and to actually see what the room is like, and there he is. It was, he makes you forget that you're actually on the radio in front of millions of people. That's
very
his
conversational.
Genius. You walk in there and you feel like you're in his living room, hanging out with him. That's what makes it so fun.
So it's really come a long way, like a fulfilled dream, sitting outside his room
I'm
to now.
I listened to the show literally since I think I started listening 1990. That was how long I've been listening to Howard. So to actually be here making a movie, and then you're working on private parts and dreaming, God, one day I'm going to get there and I'm going to be directing, and what if Howard had me on a guest? So to actually do it, it's like an outer body experience. I actually don't believe it's happening. It's so fun.
Seemed like he was a big fan of yours also. So
it was great. We got along great. Howard was so fucking cool. He was so nice, so friendly, so fun. It was as fun as it was in there. That's really how he was all the time. Cool. It was great.
Well, thanks for stopping by, man.
Thanks, man.
Best of the Wrap-Up Show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The Best of the Wrap-Up Show begins now.
Hey, this is Jason, and on Monday's wrap-up show, they furthered the conversation about how I was talking to Kevin Kraft about taking gay pictures of him for a gay website to make money. People were saying that I'm gay for even saying that. I'd be willing to do it. Look, I'm in it for the money, but what's so gay about wanting to take a picture of a naked dude?
Jason Kaplan, you were a big highlight of today's show, starting with a page 69 item as your own little rag there comes back to bite you, I guess. Now, what is the deal with this photo shoot? I've heard conflicting stories, but the one that seems to be out there is that you were extremely eager and offered to take these photos, and you basically don't have a problem with it.
No, that is the truth. I would take the pictures, and I don't have a problem with it. But it was mostly joking around. We were sitting around. Kevin and I are friends, and I guess he gets all these emails from gay guys who are attracted to him. So I'm like, dude, there's an easy way to make money. Take some gay photos, put them up on the web, charge people $15 a month, and let's start making some cash. And then that gets turned into
So that was it. I mean, the let's part makes it sound like you were offering to do this.
No, I said I'll take the pictures. I don't care. I really don't. I know Artie says I'm trying to prove how liberal I am or something, but I don't know. I don't see what the big deal is.
I actually know what's going on here for real. Jason get married in a couple months, and he's been telling me that the economy's really bad, that gas is a lot of money, that his fiance is like barely breaking even driving to work, and he said he might even go out and work an extra job just to make some money for the wedding. So I understand if he could talk Kevin into being a little gay, he could make some extra money for the wedding.
All that is true, although I wasn't necessarily trying to. It wasn't like I came up with some brilliant idea and ran to Kevin with it. It was all just like.
Was this based on Was this based on Will the Farter's business model?
Well, that's what I kept using as an example. I'm like, dude, listen, if Will could get $3,000 a month for farting in his underwear on the internet, you could be fucking raking it in. I'm like, let's go, let's do this.
Now, Kevin, you thought Jason was joking, right? Kevin Kraft now.
At first, yeah, for about the first 15 minutes. It was going on. I thought it was a joke.
And then at what point did it get really creepy?
It wasn't really all that creepy. It just got to the point where I was like, all right, well, I made my mind up a long time ago that I would never do gay porn.
But it's not gay porn. Let me ask you a question. If you were on vacation, in Morocco, and you were walking around in a Speedo, is that gay?
Yes.
Case closed.
All right. If you missed it, here's how everything went down on the show. Number 3, Teddy.
Dude, take some pictures, throw them up on the web, make some money off it if you're going to do it. And then he's like, ew, I'm not going to do that. And I said, I'll take your pictures. I don't care.
You want to take pictures of him jerking off?
I don't know. I didn't say jerking off. I didn't say that.
But naked?
Dude, they're blowing the story out of proportion.
You really want to be responsible for taking naked pictures of him and starting him in gay porn?
Wow.
No, you really want anything to do with that? And why do you want to take the gay pictures of him?
I don't want to. Forget it. This is ridiculous. No.
But it means ridiculous.
But you said exactly what Lisa said. You want to think.
Hey, I'm not denying the story.
If a guy said to me, hey, would you take naked pictures of me? I go, on what planet do you think I'm living?
So was Artie the only one who had that type of reaction to what Jason was talking about? Because Artie seemed pretty skeeved by the whole thing.
Howard seemed pretty creeped out, too.
Howard
seemed pretty creeped out, although he was taking it more the angle of, why would I do that to Kevin? Where I wasn't telling Kevin he needs to have a life in gay porn. I just made a suggestion for a money-making website.
See, I didn't think that Jason was suggesting gay porn. He just suggested tasteful pictures that would cater to the gay community.
Right.
There are lots of ways out there you can make extra money. I could go join the mafia. I could sell coke.
But gay guys love you. Right?
That's their problem.
Jason's still pitching here.
If you sell coke, how's Jason going to see you naked?
Benj, how did you take all
they're all giving Jason crap, but he's going to get some great gay sex. And I think that's his goal. No, I agree with Jason. I who gives a fuck? Except there's so many ways to make money, like Kevin was saying, and there's so many projects that you could get involved with.
You got see.
This one has a built-in audience. It's already there.
There's a lot of things with built-in audience.
But the way sorry, go ahead.
Like what?
Naked girls.
But they don't know any.
Well, that market's saturated.
I'm perfectly happy making my 100 pesos a week here at Sirius.
Again, this wasn't
show my penis.
This wasn't some giant business meeting Kevin and I had. I didn't come up with an idea and run to him with a proposal.
I don't even know how it came up.
Yeah, it just came up. I know exactly how it came up. We're sitting around the office with a bunch of guys, and you came in and said, "Oh my God, I just got another gay guy starts emailing me. He wants pictures of me."
Hey, were you and Kevin the only ones involved in this discussion?
Well, we're the only two having the discussion, but we were in the office with Jim and Brad.
Jay, since you're up for the idea, what about if gay guys who listen to the show want to be photographed erotically by you?
Would I get paid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll do erotic poses and you'll photo them.
Define erotic.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't want erotic photography, like them playing with themselves, that kind of thing.
I wouldn't do gay sex. I wouldn't do
solo shots.
Ass spread open, but if it's a dude standing there naked.
So there, you got a business. You don't need Kevin.
I'm not looking for a business.
Wait, Jason, the gay Jim McClure here trying to. I know what's coming. Go ahead, Jim.
No, there's a couple of things. One, when we were in the office, you didn't seem really against anything. You were trying to convince Kevin that pretty much anything he did was stuff that he might do in his own. Like if he jerks off, he's sure you jerk off all the time. What's the deal with somebody watching you? You're not seeing them. The second part was we mentioned somebody else who we thought might have some experience kind of doing this, who used to work with us.
Well, who's that?
I don't know. As soon as his name came up, Jason's like, dude, we don't need anybody else involved in this. We can just do this. No need for outsiders in this. It's just us, man.
True, Jace?
Why split the profits with somebody else?
I agree.
Alan.
Simon and Garfunkel did an extra guitar player.
So, Jason and Kevin, what's the plan moving forward? Is this brought a halt to this business idea? Or
Well, Kevin put a halt to the business idea during the first conversation, so it wasn't going to move any further, so it's dead.
By the way, I already got emails and all these MySpace messages from people trying to convince me to do the gay porn.
Oh, you're leaving money on the table, my friend.
I'll happily leave that on the table. And my penis inside my pants.
You know, it's a funny thing because you know who sort of went through this on a weird level was KC.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Casey did that photo shoot with the weird German photographer.
Right.
But Casey did this cheesecake shot of him, with no shirt on, and then it was just like he started getting lots of letters from dudes in prison.
Well, hold on a second. We're all going under the assumption that Casey didn't know that was a gay photographer.
Well, that's the whole point. The point is, I think that sometimes people tell themselves things in order to make money.
Right.
And say, I didn't know that guy was gay. But
Casey went to go get a glamour shirt and ended with his shirt off, a glamour shot, and ended up with his shirt off and his pants unbuttoned.
And his pubic hair
hanging out.
That was the worst. The pubic hair was the worst.
I didn't know what happened.
So, Jason, taking that picture was gay.
What?
You were just saying he didn't know that was going to be a gay picture, but taking pictures of Kevin...
No, listen, it would have been...
even saying, Kevin, I got the camera in the back. I got the nice camera, and you got the
Jim,
video
come
camera.
on. Most of that was joking around. Shut the fuck up. He's taking up
not for
conversation.
nothing. In Jason's defense, hold on, Jason, in your defense, I mean, he's been taking gay pictures for the past 2 years on the show.
Well, that's what I said.
I say get paid for it.
Everyone's like, well, how could you take a picture of a naked guy? And I'm just like, dude, half my pictures I have are of naked guys.
Exactly. Sal, if you knew that you could sell pictures, say Jason took a picture of you with your pants out, you had your tool in your hand, and you could sell it to the gay community to make extra money. Would you do that?
I'd put on a pair of goggles and gloves and start shooting.
No, really. Would you do that?
It would be uncomfortable. I don't think I could stay in a room and watch a guy jack himself off. That would... No.
No, I mean the pictures of you doing that.
Oh, no, I couldn't. No, definitely not.
You just gave 3 answers to the same question.
I couldn't be on either end of the camera. I don't even know the question. I really don't. I have no idea what he just asked me.
He can't even plug in the camera. He's so upset by it.
I'm still thinking about that little prick that ripped me off from those songs. I mean, my head's spinning. What was the question again? Would I be the jerky or the photographer?
Would you be the guy who let Jason take pictures of you with your tool in your hand if you knew you could sell them online to gay guys?
No, I wouldn't.
Thank you, Sal.
Look at the stuff
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Ralph Sorella, you're back on the wrap-up show.
Hey now.
Hi, Ralph.
Hey, I don't have a problem with Jason taking pictures. I don't think that makes him gay or anything like that. And he's just looking for a way to make money. But Jason's really a horrible photographer. Like, he doesn't take good pictures. Why would you want some guy taking bad pictures of
See,
you?
this is a bone of contention, too, because what happens is Jason takes pictures and puts them up on the website, and then Ralph usually calls in to say what horrible pictures they are.
Yeah.
Well, it's great that everyone's cutting on Jason, and Ralph found a unique way to cut on him.
Right.
You're
not gay, you're just bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, Jason's not there to be a photographer, so, it's not an insult to him and his talent. That's not where his talent lies.
Have you ever talked to him about how to be better at it?
Ralph, so saying Jason takes shitty pictures isn't an insult because that's not his day job? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, he's not a photographer.
First of all, Tate and I take shitty pictures.
He doesn't have a good eye. He doesn't have a good eye for taking pictures. I mean, like
I take horrible pictures. Like every picture on the website, they're horrible. Artie's next book cover is going to be one of my pictures. You
calm
bastard.
down, Jason. Because it's supposed to be funny and stupid and not look good. If it was supposed to look good, then he would have hire professional photographer.
Get another job. We don't do good enough.
Jason takes 20 pictures of a hot chick, and they like. Sometimes I'll go over Howard's house, and when I'm not goofing on Gary, I'll say, "Hey, who was that chicken this morning?" And Howard goes, "Oh yeah, she was kind of hot. Let me show you some pictures." And he opens up an email, and it's got 20 pictures, and he's like, "I don't know, man. She looked good in the studio."
Jace, do you take offense to this?
No, not really. I don't care. I mean, listen, A, he's right. I'm not a photographer. I never went to photography school or had class or anything in it. B, I have about a minute and a half to take pictures in the studio after a chick's been in there. And C, I do think a lot of the pictures I take end up being really good.
Well, if you take
he's much better with dick.
If you take 50 pictures, one might be good. But yeah, you should.
Yeah, well, that's called being a photojournalist, Ralph, and that's how I classify myself.
But Ralph, can you give Jason any advice on how? Like, have you ever spoken to him off the air?
I have. I spent the afternoon with him one day, tried to show him how to take better pictures of Howard and stuff. So
we set up Howard shot, and now that's where I take pictures of Howard.
And now what?
I took your advice. It was good advice.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying you don't take advice. I'm just saying you're not. I don't think this is your thing.
No, well, I'm not going to open up a photography school after I'm done here. No.
You should be the website administrator and just get some photographer that takes gay pictures of him. Kevin, why won't you do that?
What? Oh, Kevin.
What, you mean pose naked?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to disappoint my family that much.
Hey, it's John Hine, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, Ganji stopped by to attempt to explain the code of men, and frankly, none of us understand what the hell he's saying. Matt in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Did you say Matt?
Yes, I did.
I wanted to talk about Ganji, that fucking loser.
Okay, what about him?
What's this man rule? How come I never heard about this rule?
The code of men?
Yeah, I mean, what is that gay shit?
Well, which code of men, Ganji's or Howard's?
Ganji's. I mean, is he serious?
Had you guys heard that?
Well, what was
Ganji's code of men?
What was his
speech?
code?
Something like, I don't know, 6 months he has to try and to get this girl to date him, and if she don't like him, then Audie's allowed to try.
Yeah, Ganji likened it to a slow burn, I believe he said.
See, the problem is there's a code of men, but there's no universal code of men. So every guy has their own code, and that's a problem because
They're not the code.
What's that?
That's not the code, though. I got to say.
I mean, the only
code is like you don't fuck some guy's wife.
Exactly.
Or,
the code I know is you don't fuck a guy's wife. Even if a guy breaks up with a girl, you still don't date her if she's your friend. 2 guys never share an umbrella. Like, that's the code of man.
I thought it was like, if I can get laid, I'm doing it.
But really, see,
I mean, Audie goes and he brings this girl to Letterman, and that's a big thing. He could have brought 50 other girls, and he brings her, and fucking Ganji, he's a cock block.
Well, but Ganji could make the argument. You're right. He could have brought 50 girls. Why did it have to be that one?
And Matt, you could talk to the man himself right now. Ganji, a lot of people are getting on you for your code of men and saying it's bullshit.
Why is it bullshit, Matt?
Because who are you to her? You're nobody to her. So what do you mark your territory? I mean,
no, I was nobody to her.
He
but
pissed all over her.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was nobody to her, but I was putting the moves on first. So listen.
What moves
did you put on? No, hey, listen, Matt. So this is how the scenario works out, right? You like a girl. You're trying to get something going. And
who, by the way, is living with a boyfriend.
Doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. Just listen to the scenario. You like a girl. Who cares if she has a boyfriend? So you're saying you like a girl, whether or not she has a boyfriend, and your buddy comes in and goes, "Hey, I'm going to take her out. I have more money than you. I'm just going to take her out." You're cool with that?
In the situation that you're in right now, yes.
Why? What situation am I in?
You're nothing to. So you like her. So that means every girl that you like.
Put yourself in the same.
To any other guy.
So put yourself in the same situation. You like a girl, and one of your buddies comes in and swoops her and tries to swoop her up. You cool?
You know what?
You good with that? You good with your friend?
Isn't that sort of what you were doing to this girl's boyfriend?
Are you good? Are you good? It doesn't matter about the boyfriend. I don't know. I'm not friends with the boyfriend.
But don't you agree that the rules are a little bit different here because it's an on-air thing?
No, they shouldn't be. I mean, they shouldn't be. It's the same thing, dude. If anyone in this room who I would consider a friend told me in any way, shape, or form they were interested in a girl, I don't care if she came over to me and said, I hate Gary. He's the ugliest guy in the world. I love you. I wouldn't give a shit because you're my friend.
Stop talking about Mary.
No, but you know what I mean? Like my loyalty is to my friend, and there'll always be another girl. I'm not going to fuck over my friend, but to hook up and
I get what you're saying, but don't you think like nobody knew that you had this attitude before it all unfolded on the air?
Yeah,
and they're doing a bit of, like if Artie would have known this whole thing off the air, it probably would have never went down the way it went down.
It definitely wouldn't have. Already said
so what
that,
I'm saying is the time span that it all happened was 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So from the time,
but it all happened. It all happened on the air.
Absolutely.
That's why I think it's a little bit different.
But every
go ahead, Ben.
Sorry, every Howard TV chick that comes in, you're gonna have a chance to lay claim to first.
I guess maybe, yeah. I don't know. No, because I don't deal with every single one of them.
Can you lay claim to more than one girl at a time?
Yeah, is it like Disney? Can you only do the Fast Pass for one ride, and then you have to go on it before you can do Fast Pass again?
Where does that fit in the code, Ganj?
I wouldn't lay claim to more than one girl at a time.
Do you? But I mean, do you currently have a claim to anyone?
No.
You really don't.
No claims to anyone. No.
But what about the time that passes? Like, how much time needs to pass before this girl becomes free game anymore? Like, you say you like her.
Free game to anybody in the world or free game to my buddies?
Either or.
Free game to my buddies is, hey, you come, you go. All right, I've already established that I liked her. Gary comes over to me and says, hey, dude, I really like her. Can I try? And then it's fine because we had a conversation.
But how much time do you think is appropriate to pass before Gary has that conversation with you?
A little time, just a little time. I don't know what that is. A little time. And Howard
Until
keeps
Ganji's
making
over
it.
it.
And Howard keeps making it
Ganji
like
finds
it's
somebody
6
else.
months. It was no way in shape or form 6 months. It's at best 2 months. At best, which is still bad, but it's not as bad as 6.
Do you still have claim to this chick?
No, I have no claim.
So
My
anyone
boyfriend
here,
has claim
like you
to
wouldn't mind if anyone here really went for her?
No, Betchy, you can go for her.
I got a question.
What
for
about
you.
your ex-girlfriend?
That I have claim for, and I'd have a big issue.
How much
with.
time?
You
guys were together so long that there's no the time.
I'd have a big issue forever.
Chris in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, good morning, guys. You guys are making it like too complex. Like Ganji's argument is terrible. That's what you do in 5th grade. She's mine. I liked her. Like you just can't do that. This is so stupid.
All right, so simplify it for us, Chris.
Well, I don't know. Like what happened now? Like Artie just took her out. Went to Letterman. Like Ganji, who are you? You're fat. You're ugly.
What does that have to do with anything? So is Artie.
A lot.
Okay, what is your point there? That was the stupidest point ever.
Well, shut up. You're making it complex. Like you guys are making all these like different analogies or whatever.
No, we're asking Ganji what the rules are. The Ganji's throwing it back at you and saying, "Well, what is the rule? What's the code?"
So you're saying Ganji?
It varies. Like it's survival of the fittest. Like you can't just.
So Ganji has no right to be pissed off at Artie. Or...
No, not at all.
All right, so let me see your girlfriend. Maybe I'll steal it from you.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. What's his name?
All right, thank you, Chris. Let's go to Jay in Michigan. Jay, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, Gans, man, what a pussy you are, dude. You should have shot your move on this chick a long time ago.
I agree with you.
You know, what's the deal? I mean, you knew she had a boyfriend. I mean, you should have just got her to give it up. If she wasn't going to give it up, then leave her alone.
Well, I think going into it, none of us had a chance, personally. So I think, knowing that...
She's free game. She's fair game for everyone.
Hey, okay. Ganj, if the girl makes it clear to you that you don't have a shot...
Yeah, then
the other guy should be allowed to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because you did that to me once. But
I did?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
What happened?
Do tell.
What did I do?
There was a girl that Benji liked.
There's been lots of girls I liked that
Benji liked.
Yeah.
So
And then
Ganji was aware that you liked them.
Yes.
And Ganji went after them anyway.
Yes.
No, because that was. I know the person. I know what you're talking about, and we both started that around the same time. I mean, exactly the same time.
Okay.
So Benji,
but you wouldn't say you liked the person ever.
But everybody knew he did.
Yeah, but it was like, no, she's just a friend. No, she's just a friend. So in that case, if you've never said you liked them.
It's Doug's wife, so everyone.
But Ganj, did you know that Benji was sort of?
I would ask.
Forget they didn't say it because Gary said everyone kind of understood it.
I would always ask, and he would always say, "No, we're just friends."
I don't believe that.
So no, absolutely. You said it for years and years and years. Till just recently are you finally admitting that you liked her? For years you said no, you never did. So, I mean, what am I going to do? I mean, if he said at any point, yes, then I would have backed off. Totally.
He didn't get anywhere with her. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't get anywhere.
That's the part I wanted to hear.
He ended up in bed with her. That's what, and they cuddled, and that was it.
Hey, it's Sal, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, I came in here to explain my love of pee videos. And, of course, once again, nobody agreed with me, so make up your own mind. Check it out.
Congratulations on your song today. That went over very well.
Thank you.
And then you went in and talked about how you love when women get pissed on.
Well, we all have our things.
You like the whole degradation thing, though, right? I mean,
it's hard to explain. I like that. I love that a woman would be willing to submit herself to that because, to me, that's a girl who is the dirtiest, filthiest pig you can find, and that's
a girl who likes to be degraded.
Yeah, a girl who likes it.
But Sal, I think he's making a point. It's not that she's willing to go that far if it pleases Sal. That's
right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
It's like a girl is willing to go to that level. Is she really that crazy and psychotic and horny, or is she doing it simply for the pleasure of her partner?
So which one turns you on?
Both.
and let me ask you a question. If you were single and you had a girl and she said, please piss on me and stick my head in the toilet, that would turn you on, but is that somebody that you want to bring home?
Or would you rather just watch?
I'm a spectator. You know, to me, it's a spectator sport.
See,
I can't. To me, if I had to pee on somebody, it takes too much work. You know, you got to get them in the tub. You got to make sure it doesn't smell when she's done. And then you don't know, you know, I'm not going to kiss her after I peed in her face, and I'm not going to want to touch her hair or have her lay down on my bed, wake up with yellow streaks all over my pillowcases. So
very well thought out, by the way, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I remember, like, for me, you really hit the creep factor about 3 months ago, like well into the red, when you told me about your favorite porn clip of all time, which is that guy Rocco, who, what's Rocco's last name again?
Safridi.
Rocco Safridi. So he does these movies where he smacks girls around anyway, which is really creepy to start with.
Yeah, I don't like the smacking.
But the one that he's talking about is Rocco's doing this girl from behind, and he just picks her up and runs into the bathroom, and while he's still having sex with her, he starts sticking her head in the toilet.
It's great because his dick is still wedged into her twat, and he manages to pick her up and run with her like a football.
This is Savannah Rocco, right?
Yeah.
And
but I remember, like, I watched the clip and I go, "Wow!" I guess it's almost like when people say that they're into like rubber and bondage and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I watch those clips and I go, I don't know, just I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get where the turn on was for a girl to have her head jammed in a toilet.
Me neither until I saw it. I swear. But I'm the guy watching. How about the girls actually doing it? You know what I mean? That's a lot worse than the person watching.
Don't deflect. She got paid.
That's true.
Yeah.
John in Michigan, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Sal, what's up, man?
Hey, baby.
Hey, if you and your wife actually got divorced, and you're talking about all this stuff about how you like to watch the videos about girls getting pissed on and all that type of stuff,
yeah.
If you and your wife actually got divorced, would you actually want to date a girl like that, dude?
No, but I wouldn't mind. Like I said, it's just convenient and simple to watch it on video. You know what I mean?
Sal just sort of answered that, I think, too.
Yeah. I mean, if you're watching the Hulk, you don't want to be actually on it. You don't want it to be a live event. You don't want to be on that street when he's smashing cars and flinging them at buildings, as exciting as that might seem. It's just much more convenient to watch it and enjoy it from an entertainer's perspective.
Do you guys really think
hold on. The girl that's getting pissed on, she's an entertainer?
She entertains me. It's adult entertainment.
Do you guys really think it's that big of a deal?
No, they're making that.
No, it's gross.
I went to a bar with 6 guys a few weeks ago. Irish Times, great place out in Holbrook. And I'm hanging out with 6 guys, and they were telling me how they were talking about pee videos, how they jack off to pee videos. And one dude goes, "That's disgusting." And all 6 guys looked at him like he was a homo. It's almost like they outed him from the group because one dude thought jerking off to pee videos was wrong.
So based on your 6 guys at the Irish pub in Holbrook,
Irish Times,
you've now decided that's your straw poll. That because I heard you say today that the peeing thing is very big with guys now.
It is from at least the people I meet.
Yeah, the 5 guys you met at this pub.
So that's where statistically speaking comes from? That's your sample size?
No, I go to MovieMonster.com, and I've noticed that the piss videos have increased tremendously. The volume.
Probably based on your viewing.
Maybe, I don't know, but
pee is what shit was in the 90s.
The catalog of pee has gone up tremendously on that website. So I'm assuming it's a big market.
Listen, if you absolutely love a girl, and she's like if your wife said to you, "Listen, I've always been embarrassed to tell you, but it turns me on to be peed on."
Right.
Would it really freak you out that much?
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to think that I knew the person that I married didn't like to be peed on.
And would that end it?
No, I'm just not going to pee on her.
Well, Gary, you like teen anal. But you do. I mean, I'd rather have a 40-year-old woman pee on a 40-year-old woman rather than jacking off to somebody who is where it's borderline pedophilia.
It's not borderline. First of all,
teen anal. What? 13?
No.
14?
You know what the girls are in those videos? They're 30-year-old girls wearing plaid skirts.
Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're I'm watching underage porn. That's
I don't know, but Gary, but that's what you're imagining. You're imagining teens.
I don't know that I'm imagining 12-year-olds or 13-year-olds. Like
well, 13, that
teens could be 19.
I know, but I'm saying, okay, but that's your fetish, and I respect that.
It's not my big fetish, by the way.
Teen anal.
I said I joked around that I watched it a couple of times. It's not what I live for.
I don't live for pee videos
Oh,
either.
yes, you do.
No, they're just part of my repertoire.
Listen, I don't go to like some teen something website, but you live on pissmops.com, which is a peeing website.
All right, let's talk to Tom in Tempe. Hey, Tom.
Get it.
Hey, guys. Sal is like a car wreck. You know, you don't want to really see it or hear it, but you got to look at it. You're a mess, dude. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
I don't get it. If I go to a comedy show this weekend, I'll have 17 guys at the bar saying how much they love P videos. It's just something. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm the only idiot that's saying this on the air, and every guy right now driving his car is saying, "Sure, I've jerked off to a P video here or there." And I'm completely right. And I'm only guilty of being honest.
Do you believe that? Do you think everyone driving around is saying, "Yeah, of course"?
Not everyone, but I'm saying that.
What percentage would you say?
1.
All right, let me ask you, Tom from Tempe.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a P video and enjoyed it?
I've never actually seen a P video. No.
All right. I'm saying he's lying, and I'm saying 85% of the men who listen to the show probably have done it.
What, have watched it and enjoy it?
Maybe not. I would say 85% have seen a P video. I would say 65% have probably masturbated to one.
You totally just made that number while we were talking. You remind me you like in the Manchurian Candidate. 57 people are in the Communist Party. You just make shit up as you go along.
It's my assumption. I'm not making it up. I'm guesstimating. Guesstimation.
Even when you're doing the whole rap about being at the comedy club and 17 guys are coming to talk to you about it, crunch the numbers. How many people do you think are in the club? 200? 250? So if the 250 in the club, 17 came up to you, what's the percentage of that?
It's almost 10%. That's the only 17 that are willing to talk to me.
No. And how many of them you think are coming to talk to you to make it sound like they...
Well, it's their cup of tea. If you're listening to the Howard Stern show, you don't care. You're not necessarily. You don't give a shit about what Judd Apatow is doing, or that's a very, very bad example. I'm saying if you're listening to the Howard Stern show, you don't necessarily care about Paris Hilton or these. Awful things that you just talk about. It
has nothing to do with this.
Are you assuming? Are you assuming that, or are you making that up?
No. I'm saying that it's more the nature of Howard Stern. Howard Stern's been playing piss videos for years over the air. The German
most of them
videos,
are contributed by you.
The gag factor videos. The pussy fart videos. It's entertaining, and I think that's what the fans like to a certain degree. So we have a common bond when I go to the shows.
Again, I think that there's no way to know what the number of people who are into urinating videos are. I think that you're making up a number. And I also think if somebody comes to you and said, I heard that clip on the show, it made me laugh, doesn't mean that they're sexually aroused by it.
And I agree.
Is Richard into piss videos?
He's seen some, but he doesn't get off on it. But he would be the 85% that is viewed. He's not the 65% that have enjoyed themselves too.
Right. John, in your 80 BJs, no chick ever asked you to pee on her?
No, and it wasn't 80.
I've never even been close to the whole peeing thing. I don't think I've ever known somebody that wanted it done, and I don't think I've ever wanted to do it.
Look to your left.
Or look on Greg's list.
Greg's list?
Craig's list?
What's up, guys? It's Teddy on Thursday's wrap-up show. The slumbering giant that is Artie Lang was arisen. We woke him up to discuss his little nap during the Carly Simon interview that he missed. So check it out.
And a gentleman who just recently awoke and taped something for Channel 9 now joins us, the great Artie Lang. Are you well rested, Artie?
Yeah, God, I wish you guys would have woke me up. I woke up and I was crazed. I was like, whoa, who won the gossip game? What was the fake story?
Artie, how long do you think you could have gone if someone didn't get you up?
Oh my!
Were you like out?
I'm gonna go home now and sleep till I fly to Dallas tomorrow at noon.
But were you out when they woke you up?
I was out.
And you didn't hear anybody stirring around outside or anything? Because people were like going in and out. And
after a few minutes, I was gone. That's a comfortable leather chair in there.
Yeah, that's where I usually sleep when I'm taking a nap during the day.
Yeah, but what's the germ?
I don't know.
Count on that thing. I mean, I
got to tell you, you know what? All jokes aside, rare instances I need to take a nap when I have to do something in the city. Maybe I sleep in there like once every 4 months.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my own sheets and my own pillow.
Yeah,
I'll put them in my closet.
I think I'm going to have to carry full sheets and pillow for this. The next time I do this bit.
Now, you kicked Kathy Griffin out of there, right? Is that what happened?
That was so much fun.
She was mad at me, too.
Oh,
she goes, are you throwing me out? I want to watch Carly Simon. And I said, I've got a monitor in my office. She goes, yeah, and I got a fucking Emmy.
Yeah, oh, yeah? Well, tell her this, to buy a radio and listen to the replay this afternoon.
Well, she goes to me, is Artie okay? I'm like, yeah, he's tired. No, is he okay? I'm like, He's fine. He's just a little bit tired.
John, don't lie to Kathy Griffin for me.
Hey, anything for you, Artie. You know that.
No, that was funny because I was just like, yeah, get out.
You weren't going to crash on the floor when Carly Simon came in? You thought that might be a bit distracting?
That would have been hilarious. You see, the best part about this is how much Howard genuinely laughs at the fact of how big of a mess I am. He was laughing so hard when that song, as I was walking out, first of all, that song kills me. My favorite Artie song is his name is Artie. That was playing because it just makes me seem like such a buffoon. And I heard that playing on the air, and that was making me laugh. And like Howard's face was red with laughter, you know. But listen, I really needed sleep. What was I going to do? He was trying to decide between how funny it would be for me to be laying there and would it insult Carly Simon.
And you know what?
He was playing that in his head, and I think he figured out to get her mad.
And you haven't heard, have you heard anything about the Carly interview?
No.
It ended up being unbelievable. If you were in there, it probably would have wrecked what was a really amazing interview.
Oh, sorry, Gary.
No, just saying. I'm saying he made the right call. I'm saying he made the right call. But you haven't heard anything about the interview?
What have I wrecked in the past?
No. Artie, I didn't mean to insult you there.
The Luke Wilson interview with.
You mean if he was sleeping, she wouldn't have opened up as much?
Yeah, Gary, you don't see how it's insulting saying if Artie was in there, the interview wouldn't have been that great.
No, not if you were in there. If you were in there sleeping.
Oh, well,
that's what I meant. If you were. Oh, I'm sorry. I've said if you were laying on the.
I'm kidding. All right.
If you were laying down there sleeping, she wouldn't have opened up.
What did she say?
Well, her and James Taylor have not spoken to each other in 26 years.
Wow.
And it's really uncomfortable, and she really wanted to talk about it. And then Ben, her son, who was in the band, they talked about how weird it is for them, and they were both talking to Howard. They wouldn't talk to each other, but they were talking to each other through Howard.
Wait, so they're not? They have issues too? Her and the kid?
Carly and Ben talk to each other, but she doesn't know how to get a hold of James. She has no way to get a hold of him, and she thinks it's weird. She wants to communicate with James, but he won't talk to her. But she'll never talk to Ben about it.
26 years.
26 years,
and he has a regular relationship with the both of them, the kid?
That's right.
Carly talked about going to their daughter's wedding, and since it was James Taylor's house, she had to use the porta potty. Like, she couldn't get anywhere near him or the kids. I mean, it's bad.
Who's the Vane song about? Did you get that?
She told
Howard.
She did?
She told Howard off there. He won't tell anybody, but we'll try to get it out of him.
Oh, he's going to tell Robin in a week, apparently.
Yeah.
As long as she agrees not to tell Florentine.
Wow.
Yeah, because then Florentine could tell us on the USO tour.
Why do I hate that I care about it?
Ryan in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Ryan.
What's up, Artie?
Hey, man.
Hey, real quick, you noticed that when Artie was falling asleep, like, it seemed like Robin, like, jumped right on it and called him out that he was sleeping on the past few days. And I bet you if Robin had her choice, that Artie might not even be on the show. Like, it seems like she's very annoyed about that. What do you think?
Robin, I think it's interesting, the dynamic between me and Robin. Robin gets annoyed with me sometimes. I don't think because she doesn't like me. I think because she's just annoyed that, I treat myself so badly, maybe. I don't know. And
right.
She's, the healthiest person in the world now.
Like, you guys are polar opposites? I mean...
Well, yeah, but yeah, I noticed that too, man. I mean, you're right. It was like, oh my God, it's been every day now. It's like a teacher yelling at you. Yeah, he fell asleep yesterday, and this is ridiculous. So,
well, keep sleeping, Artie. I think it's hilarious. It's great.
Well, look, this is a character I pitched years ago. They wouldn't let me do it.
Eric in Mount Vernon, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Eric.
I just wanted to grill Artie a little bit. I'm like that crazy bitch that was on earlier. I'm also a recovering addict. I wanted to see, maybe you guys, I know you got some cameras in there. I've never seen Howard 100, but maybe you could get like a zoom in close up on Artie's pupils, or if he's bringing in like some chocolate bars, or if he's drooling on himself, nodding out.
Yeah, that'll be great. Can we do that?
Wearing long sleeves. I mean, give him some sort of check over. Because it's like, it would be nice if the sleeping thing was preconceived, then it'd feel like at least we're being entertained because Artie's an entertainer. But I sort of feel like, maybe I'm being entertained because Artie's secretly, shooting the smack.
Artie, anything you'd like to tell Eric from Mount Vernon?
as long as you're entertained, dude. I mean, what does it matter? You're laughing at me or with me. You know, I agree. I'm not the healthiest guy right now. I could use a few sit-ups. I don't know. I should join some sort of gym. But right now, I'm just having fun, man. Just drinking beers, smoking weed, snorting H. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eating cheeseburgers.
So you're prepared for your big overseas trip?
Yeah, man. What? I'm starting to get worried about that. By the way, I don't think I'm going to make it. My will is in order. Teddy's getting nothing.
Mad Dog Russo. Mad Dog Sports Channel begins shortly. The Mad Dog Unleashed program begins on Monday the 15th of September. Here today to introduce myself to the legendary Mr. Stern. So Howard had me on will have me on here for a little while. I'll give him a little biography of Christopher Mad Dog Russo and probably, and maybe a little rundown on sports. And Howard's not that wrapped up on, Bengals Chargers, so to speak, I guarantee you. So have some fun with that and do a good show and get everybody wrapped up in the Mad Dog channel.
Chris Russo is here. He is known as Mad Dog. He's a broadcaster in the New York area for over, I don't know, maybe 15 years or something. I don't even know.
More like 18.
18 years.
Yeah.
And now he just signed with Sirius Satellite Radio for what they say is $3 million a year. There's Chris. Hey, Chris. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Honey, hey, Howard, how are you, buddy?
How are you, man? Congratulations.
Thank you, Howard.
That's him.
It's the Mad Dog. Right here.
There's the Mad Dog.
Rabbit, here I am, right there. I got little muscles and everything else. I'm all set.
We were concerned about you. I saw you for the first time the other day in the hall when you were having your illustrious press conference.
I'm thinking he was wearing makeup.
I said you're very tan.
I was. Well, I'm worried
about you.
I was at the Jersey Shore in that stretch, so I got little kids on the beach all day. Italian, the whole bit.
That was a real tan.
A real tan.
Are you the kind of guy that lays on the beach and says, "Yeah, I'd like to get a tan," or is it you're active on the beach?
No. I get bored, but I tan well, but I can't lay on the beach hour upon hour.
Is it hard for you?
Drives me crazy.
You're a man's man. You like sports.
You love
sports. That's your life. But to sit there and take care of these little kids and run around on the beach.
Very difficult. And I am not a good swimmer.
How long can you last watching children?
How about 20 minutes?
Is that right?
No, I'm tough with the kid. And I have 9 and under.
Ooh.
4, 9 and under.
4?
9 and under.
Oh,
9, 7, 6, and 3. 3 little boys.
In a way, what you do for a living, it's almost like being an eternal child. I mean, isn't it weird that you are a grown man with a family, and this shit still matters to you so much?
It matters.
As opposed to the mature stuff we do here.
No,
yeah.
but wait a second.
To Dancing with the Stars and The Bachelor.
Well, that's serious business. That's the business of television. Sports, in a way, it's so childlike. To maintain that childlike...
That passion.
You got to
look
have
at you.
passion.
You have the passion for radio.
Yes.
I heard you this morning coming in.
Absolutely.
You're a radio guy. You can have this beautiful studio. You can do all your things that you do.
Right.
But the core of you is the radio.
Right.
The core of me is sports.
So, when you were a kid, did you imagine yourself being a sports commentator?
Yeah, Marv Albert was my hero.
Was your hero?
So I thought that I would be a play-by-play guy.
Right.
Where I would announce particular teams' games.
That's really your dream.
That's what I wanted to do. So the first job I ever got, Jacksonville, Florida, in 1983 for the Jacksonville AA baseball Suns.
Right.
And I went down there in February of '83, and I sold advertising time for the Suns. billboard advertising, and the outfield season tickets, all those things that you could think a minor league ball club would sell, I sold for him.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to Rollins College in Winter Park, but I didn't go for this, though.
You were not a communications
History
major.
and communications.
Okay, so you wanted to be a broadcaster.
I wanted to be a broadcaster.
But you wound up in sales.
So in Jackson, but I wound up with sales in February. They said, if you can sell, we will put you as the play-by-play guy of the team. I get there in February, and in 6 weeks, now I'm 22 years old, in Jacksonville, Florida. They hate the Yankees in Jacksonville, Florida.
Right.
That's Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm going out there knocking on doors trying to sell advertising for the AA team. I'm just out of college, 8 months out of college, and after 6 weeks, they fired me.
Well, let me understand something.
And then I ended up at a radio station.
You get out of college, and you land a job in sales, in radio sales.
All commission. It took me 8 months to get it, but yes.
Right. Was your father upset with you? Did he want you to be in the jewelry business?
Absolutely. Good question.
Because a guy growing up in Syosset with a father in the jewelry business, it's almost determined. It's predestined that you would become a jeweler.
Good point.
Did you work there all the time?
I did in the summer times.
You did.
But my father and I would always clash, take the training together. We'd always fight. He's a Yankees.
Horrible.
I couldn't. I just did not want to do that.
Did your father think you were a nudnik, that you were a bit of a schmo?
He thought you'd be crazy. You're never going to get a job.
Did he tell you that?
Yes, he did.
He sat you down and said, "Listen, I'm worried about you. You want a good bit living, be in the jewelry business. This is a schmuck's move to be broadcasting. You got no talent."
He didn't go that far, but he would. My father's the sort of guy, still alive, 77 years of age, that he wants to be the doer. Let me make this call for you. Let me go talk to this guy. And he didn't know anybody in the broadcasting business. Right. But some guy who had a cousin who worked at a radio station in Des Moines, Iowa, he tracked down and he made me the call.
He loved you.
He's trying to help his son. His only child, only son.
But probably privately he worried because
very much so.
Because you don't sound like a typical announcer with the deep voice,
right, exactly.
And you got the accent and all of that.
But I knew I could do it, though. I knew I could do it.
But you believed in yourself.
I did. Now I didn't think I was going to be a talk show host.
Right.
And that's where the baseball came in because I got the job. I took the job thinking I could be a baseball play-by-play guy.
And what happened there? Did it work out?
They fired me after 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
$1,800 worth of,
Why? Because you were terrible at it?
They didn't think. I think the season was coming close. They didn't want me on their air, so they got rid of me. But I sold 18. I didn't have a contract.
Were you too controversial?
No, I wasn't even on the radio yet. I was just selling advertising.
Oh.
And then I ended up, from there, working for a dawn to dusk station.
But wait a second, hold it. If those guys never heard you on the air, you hadn't even had a chance to get on the air, why would they fire you? Did you have a grating personality?
No, they fired me because I think they wanted to use me to see how much I'd sell for them. And once I sold the 18, which I thought was a tremendous, think about this for a second now. Young kid, Jacksonville, Florida, don't know anybody, and somehow in 5 weeks, I sold $1,800 worth of advertising
that sounds
for
good to me.
a AA baseball team. Nobody cares about the Suns.
And by the way, what did a minute of advertising cost on that station?
Well, no, it wasn't. This is season tickets, billboards.
Billboards, okay, all right.
I remember I hadn't sold anything in 13 days, and they bring me into the office on a Friday. Said, Chris, you're out. Goodbye. I said, you said 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It was 9 days. So you said 2 weeks. And 2 weeks is not up yet. That day at 3 o'clock, I went to an Irish lawyer firm, and a guy bought 4 season tickets. And I came back at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, here, you tell me you can't fire me now. Here's your ticket order for $500. And they had to keep me.
So your play-by-play job really had little to do with the talent. It had to do with whether or not you could sell.
Absolutely right.
Now, you say you went to Rollins College?
Well, yeah.
Where is that?
That's in Winter Park.
Is that like a rich kid's college? You bow your way
People
in?
think it is, yeah.
Were you a bad student?
I wasn't a great student, but Rollins is a pretty good school. 1,300 kids, so you get good little attention. Remember, I went to a boarding school, too, in upstate New York.
You were a rich kid. I guess your old man did okay.
I wasn't.
Boarding school. Who does that in Syosset?
Yeah, well, he went there.
How do you hold on to this accent going to
my mother's English.
What in the world
my mother
is going on?
My mother's English.
Did your parents dislike you so much that they sent you off to boarding school?
I was only child. It was the best thing that ever happened to me, Howard.
But why send you away?
My father went to this boarding school.
I see.
So I kind of went to the same boarding school he did, and I tell you the reason why you want to know why they sent me away?
Yeah. You were
a Giant fan. My kid was a Giant fan. I said, you're going to fucking California to school.
In 8th grade, I went to St. Paul's in Garden City, Long Island.
Okay.
And that spring, I got a 50 on my Spanish exam.
Oh, forget it.
And my mother loves Spanish, bilingual, everything else. And she took it as an assault to her being that her little son got a 50 in a Spanish final. She got so mad at me, they said, we got to get him out of here to have him do something. So I ended up at Darrell School.
Is this an all boys?
No, co-ed, 135
Co-ed.
kids.
Did you have your first sexual experience at that school? I would bet you did.
I knew that was coming.
Why not?
Can I lie, Robin? Can I lie?
Why would you lie about that?
No, I did not. Answer to that.
Were you sports guys generally get laid at an older age? They're more, you know what I mean? I'm going to guess.
My wife always tells me, sports is my mistress.
Hey, right. It's true. I would bet as a kid you were more interested in sports than girls.
Absolutely right.
And then when girl fever hit, okay.
When did girl fever hit?
I'm going to tell you what. I say you were a virgin until you were 20.
Oh, dear.
Do I have to give you an answer on this?
Give me an answer. Give me a yes or no. Come on.
The answer is yes.
Really?
No.
I hate to be honest with you.
You know how you are good at calling what's going to happen in sports?
Right.
I'm good at figuring out when people lose their virginity.
That's a good read.
I knew
so
sports
you were in
guys.
college.
Yeah, Rollins too. Rollins, Winter Park, Florida. And that's a very intimidating school.
Yeah.
A lot of pretty girls.
Was that the first girlfriend you ever had?
No, I had a couple girlfriends at Darrow, but
you couldn't close
Rollins,
the deal.
yeah, the first couple girlfriends. And I was an independent. I wasn't a fraternity guy.
Right.
So that also takes you out of the loop a little bit because it's a fraternity-oriented school.
That's in the middle of Orlando?
Are you like me?
6 miles away.
Are you like me? Do you wonder where that first girl is and you want to say to her, hey, honey, you should have stuck with me and you wanted to see your new $3 million a year contract? Come on. Did you call her or try to get in touch with her?
Howard can count money-wise, too, right? Can he not?
Well, Howard, he knows she's in the same business as he is. It's Susan Waldman. Right?
That is that's good funny. Like that,
Now, wait a second. I want to know something.
That's funny.
Do you fantasize about, did that girl give you the heave-ho? Were you in love with her?
The first girl that I really was in love with was a girl by the name of Denise.
Right. Have you been in touch with Denise?
No,
Hey,
I have
Denise,
not.
Look at me. Now I got
have
$3
not.
million a year in the
I
bank.
have not. I'll give you a story about Denise, though, real quick.
Okay.
I went out with her when I was in Orlando. No, I did love her, I must admit.
Right.
Went out with her when I was in Orlando, when I worked at WKS in Orlando. That summer, this is in probably 85 or 86, so that summer, good relationship. At the end of that summer, I was walking down the Winter Park Art Festival. It's a famous art festival in Central Florida. And she had been distant the last 2 weeks. I was walking down with a buddy of mine, and I saw her holding hands with somebody else.
I'm so sorry.
I was crestfallen.
Yeah,
But there's an end to the story.
Go ahead.
When I got out of Orlando 7 months later to take a job at WMCA, Rick Sklar hired me, sent a tape up. I came up to do shows. Out of nowhere, I get this job at MCA.
Wow.
7 months later, she wrote me a letter.
I want you back.
And it was the sort of letter that was pre-holding hands boyfriend Winter Park Arts Festival. So there's my little example.
Wait a second. When you got hired in New York radio?
87.
87. WMCA. What were they at that point? A talk station?
They were still a talk station. They went to Strauss Communications that just sold them to Federal Broadcasting out of Detroit.
Right.
But Sklar was in charge, and he was a legendary guy.
Sure, Rick Sklar.
So he hired me to do sports talk on weekends and morning drive sports, and that's a job I had to take.
And so Rick Sklar was the guy who
$54,000 a year.
He figured that you would be a good host of a show.
The ad and broadcasting magazine said, if you talk like a New York sports fan, send tape and resume to such and such.
So did you go into his studio somewhere and do an imaginary talk show?
No, I was doing talk shows in Orlando at this point.
Okay.
So I came up. They flew me up to New York. I did two shows and a couple of updates, flew back down to Orlando, Florida. 10 days later, Sklar calls me up on the phone on St. Patty's Day weekend, 87, says, listen, talks, I can tell he's into it. He says, if you're the guy we decide to hire, can you get here in 2 weeks?
Did you like working for Sklar?
Well, he was only a consultant for the station.
Okay.
So once I got there, he kind of disappeared and went to go do something else. So he was in charge of finding the programming for the station.
Somebody told me that when you first came to New York, your first job in New York, you had to pay the radio station.
No, it's
to
not
work
true.
there.
Not
That's
true.
a rumor?
That's not true. No, that's
What in the world are you talking about?
Like one of those deals where you go in and
well, you buy the time.
You buy the time.
But no, that was not the case.
Howard, on the
It's not
internet,
the
it
case.
says I did coke in the fucking 90s.
It did? Well, I don't believe that.
So he gave me $54,000 a year, and I did Saturdays and Sundays and Monday through Thursday morning drive sports with a crazy shot.
So
I gave
you
him in the
were
show.
a hot shot DJ in the South. You were kind of a sports
hot shot's
guy.
a little strong.
You were dating women. You were getting it on. You were
Living the life.
Did it get wild?
A
Did you
bachelor?
Did you experiment with drugs?
Remember? No, I did not.
You did not. Never. Have you ever smoked pot?
In college?
In college, you smoked
I
pot?
can't lie about that.
No. Did you try coke?
No, I did not.
Him on blow must be forget
I
about
went
it.
to, remember, I went to boarding school, Howard.
All right, but
things
still,
happen in
did
boarding
things
school.
go crazy? You started to go to your head. You were getting some success.
No, I'm not like that.
You're not like that at all. You're a level-headed guy.
Hopefully.
You're a level-headed guy.
I'm not wrapped up
It's
in
not gonna go to
I'm
your
not-
head
You know what I'm
now?
wrapped up in right now?
What are you wrapped up in?
I'm wrapped in right now. I'm making sure I get this channel to be as good as I possibly can do.
And this is not going to go to
That's
your
my-
head.
No, God,
Chris
no, God,
Russo
no.
channel.
God, no.
Mad Dog
I'll tell you, you know what I'm wrapped
Radio.
up right now? I want to make sure Mel gets his money back.
Right. Okay. That's a fair. That's good. And I was going to ask you about that. This is a whole new ball game for you. And when you were at WFAN, you go on the radio with your partner. You made a lot of
How
money
did
for
you
the
two
station.
team up?
You made a lot of.
They teamed us up in 1989.
But
Yeah.
but you made a lot of money with your partner. This and that. The other. This thing is Mel's looking at you. He's saying, "Hey, in sports, I need you to bring in subscribers. We're hoping people who listen to you on FAN are going to come over here and listen to you." There's a bit of pressure.
Right.
How will you know you're succeeding? How will you know? What is the measurement here?
Well, I'll tell you one measurement. Mel's quote.
What was that?
The day after I did this Blue press conference.
Right.
He said, by the amount of people here, he's already made my investment back.
Is that right?
Now, I don't think Mel may have just said that, make me look good, you know, but that kind of quote is what I'm looking for. I want to make sure that when this is over in 5 years or whenever it might be over,
that your
that
fans
they
are
got
satisfied.
I gave him a good talk show. B, we gave him a decent channel. And C, the company, you know what? Giving Russo all this money, at least on my terms, not on yours, of course, but giving Russo all this money, it was a worthwhile investment. If I can do that, I did my job. That's what I'm looking at right now.
In other words, what you're saying is this is a chance for you to step out on your own. The big controversy when you worked with your partner, Mike Francesca, was who is really the draw? Is it Mad Dog? Is it the other guy?
Or is it Mike and the Mad Dog only?
Right.
That's true too.
Right.
Could it
Right.
be just? We don't know that. We haven't answered that
Right.
question
Is
yet.
it Lennon McCartney, or can these guys exist on their own?
Are you nervous going out on your
No,
own?
really not.
You're not?
No, not at
You
all.
feel good about it?
Howard, I went to Jacksonville, Florida by myself in an AMC Gremlin in 1983.
Right.
Orlando. If I did that,
But
I
the
could do
big
this.
success came when the two of you were teamed up.
That's true too.
And
You can make that all right. But obviously people think that I can do this solo. Mel wouldn't have given me this contract. Scott Greenstein
Are
wouldn't have
you
given me this contract.
happy to be solo now? Or were you
I think Mike's happy too.
Yeah.
I think Mike likes the idea that he has the real estate on FAN. He does
Can I ask
5
you
hours a
something?
day.
Have you listened to Mike on his own radio show now?
No, I haven't yet.
You haven't? Why not? Why haven't you listened to the show?
I probably realized that I'm trying to move forward a little bit. I'm trying to focus in on what I have to do here, so I try to stay away as much as possible. It'd be like me listening to shows before I went to work every day. I never listen to the station because I don't want to be influenced by calls, by what the other hosts are doing.
In other words, you want to have a genuine opinion.
There you go.
When you prepare,
I don't want to be swayed.
But wait a second. When you prepare for your sports show, when you do a 4-hour gig or something,
5 here.
5 hours here.
And by the way, 5 hours here is like, you probably feel the same. It's like 6 hours. I did one show last Thursday at the ESPN Zone. 5 hours on our thing is 6 hours over on FAN.
That's right.
It's a lot. It's harder to do the longer
Do
show.
they
here.
run the risk of burning you out in the sense that maybe 3 hours a day would be better because, you know, how much sports can you really talk about?
I can talk about it.
You can.
I'll figure out a way to get through the 5. Artie knows.
Wait,
He's been listening for a
once
long
you give
time.
all your opinions of the day and you talk about all the games
I
and
do
the teams.
goofy things. I do the movies. I do books. I'll get.
You don't just talk about
Yeah, they
sports.
would sometimes even
some stuff.
interview actors
Right,
and stuff.
absolutely.
What do you watch on TV besides sports?
You know, I'm not a TV guy. I tell you what I liked. I love old movies.
Right.
I could tell you a lot about Jimmy Stewart, Richard Widmark,
What is
Burt
the best
Lancaster.
old movie around? What's the best movie?
If you put me on a desert island where I could watch one, well, Shawshank Redemption is the film I love, but let's forget that for a second. You want to go back pre-1960, something along those lines?
Yes. Go ahead. Give me the top film.
That I would just
desert island film. You got
that I have to watch. That I'm familiar.
You're on a weird desert island. All they have there is a projector and
Place in the Sun.
Place in the Sun. Place in the Sun.
You know
Is that
why?
Montgomery Cliff?
Oh, what a great movie that is! Elizabeth Taylor on Montgomery Cliff, about the guy, Montgomery Cliff, who's from a Salvation Army home in Kansas City. He's in Eastman. He goes out to Los Angeles to work for the Eastman Kodak people. He befriends and gets Shelley Winters pregnant, who's sort of a stay-at-home girl. And in the meantime of that, he meets Angela Vickers, who is an Eastman girl, and that's Elizabeth Taylor in 1951, Elizabeth Taylor.
Right.
And so he tries to navigate his way through this Shelley Winters relationship, and because he wants to be with Angela Vickers. Right. So he takes Shelley Winters on a boat in Lake George, on a canoe. That's right. And Raymond Burr's the prosecutor.
She was a lot lighter than Shelley Winters. Yes.
And she falls out of the canoe.
Right.
And he's got that moment there of hesitation. Do I let her drown, then I can be with Angela Vickers, or do I try to save her?
Right.
And that moment of hesitation cost him his life, because she drowns. She swims back to shore. He gets caught by the cops. Poor Angela Vickers. Elizabeth Taylor doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
And then Raymond Burr comes in and comes up with this concoction of how he actually hit her with the oar, which he didn't do. And he gets the death sentence. But at the end of it, she comes back to visit him on his way down to get home. She comes back. You remember that? Did anybody see that scene? She comes back.
Do you love this because after a day on the beach with the 4 kids and the wife?
Absolutely.
Do you sit there and go, man, that could be my life?
Angela Vickers, Howard.
In the
Angela Vickers.
last minute, we lost about 80,000 subscribers.
The reason, 1951, you're right.
What about the fact that later in life, Liz Taylor and Shelley Winters both look like Warren Sapp?
The last thing that went through my mind as you sit here and review your life, the reason I would imagine you don't listen, and by the way, when you prepare, this is where I was going, when you prepare for your radio show, don't you sit and read the newspapers, you read the opinions of all the different columnists?
I read for information.
Right, you need the information, so in a sense, but the reason you don't listen to Mike on his own is because also there's got to be something painful in it, like you don't even want to see him doing that well on his own. If I was you,
the answer to that question,
I would want to see him fail if I was you.
No, I don't care. No, because my validation was this contract.
Yes, and your validation also.
So I don't need any more validation, because my validation was the fact that in Sirius XM gave me a channel.
You bet. Didn't it eat into your brain for many years that your partner got $200,000 more than you did?
I don't know if that's entirely accurate,
but it was more money than you.
At least maybe early on it was in our relationship.
You never sat down and said to the company, I need parity.
No.
You never said.
You can't get.
You never said to the people at WFAN.
Look at Howard. It's going like me, baby.
I want parity.
Parity, baby.
You never said it.
Probably once in a while that bothered me, but Howard, you cannot do a show with somebody 5.5 hours a day for 19 years and feel bitter because he might be making more money than you have.
It wasn't his fault.
The fans don't care.
Right, and he didn't determine how much you made.
I'm not talking about that.
The bosses did.
Whoever did.
He's talking about down in my soul.
Right.
Pride.
Look at me
was
in the
my
eye.
pride wounded?
Look at me in the eye.
Right.
If Mike does super well on his own.
Not going to bother me, Howard.
Look at me.
I promise you.
Did I finish the question?
Mm-hmm.
No. If Mike does super well on his own, the show doesn't lose any ratings, the show goes on, blah, 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 blah. Got to admit, that's not going to be as good as if Mike doesn't do so well. They
but
need
what if
the
he
Mad
does
Dog.
super well?
Hold it a sec.
All right.
They need the Mad Dog. They need him. Tell me that wouldn't be some great thing.
Can I say that he can stay
honest.
equal? How about if we go equal?
All right, equal.
Equal won't bother me.
What if he drops 2 points? What if he
you're-
goes from a 5 share to a 2?
Well, you're telling me now if he goes 5 to a 10. Now that's going to bother me.
Yes. That's going to bother you.
I have pride.
Of course.
You're going to go 5 to a 10, double the audience because I'm off the air?
Right. That would hurt.
That's going to bother Mel. I got the wrong guy.
We're going to change the name of that damn channel.
Right.
And if it went from a 5 share to a 2,
would part of me be happy?
Yes.
I tell you, I know you're not going to believe this because you want, but I've been honest with you since I walked in the
Please
room.
be
So
honest.
if I'm
That's all
being
I
honest, so I have it for that foundation of telling you the truth. That's not going to bother me. Now, that's not going to make me happy.
Let me put it to you this way.
I swear it won't.
Boy, you're not like me.
Put it to you.
If I didn't have this contract and this responsibility,
Right.
it would.
So whose idea was it to bring you over to satellite radio? Was it Mel? Parmesan?
I think the
Scott
fact that Mel,
Greenstein?
both of them.
Both
I
of
think
them.
the fact that Mel knew me from all those years at Infinity.
How did they woo you? They come to your apartment privately and say, "Listen, Chris, let's sit down."
They're giving you carte blanche. Do what you want.
They sit down. They say, "We want you. We'll give you a 5-year deal, $3 million a year."
But not even that so much. It was the philosophy.
Let you
Carte
do your
blanche-
thing.
There you go.
So what are you going to do with the new channel?
Well,
What is your idea? What is your dream?
My dream is that if you are a sports talk fan,
go ahead,
and you got to be a diehard. I understand that, but if you're a sports talk fan around the country and you want to vent and you want to talk about why Manny Ramirez dropped a fly ball in the ninth and the Dodgers lost a big game, or you want to talk about Brady getting hurt out for the year,
Best
or you
thing
want
ever.
to talk, that's a huge one. You want to talk about LeBron at the Olympics, Federer winning the U.S. Whatever big topic is that you have a place to do that on this channel.
Do you have guys in mind that you want to work with?
Absolutely.
Who are these guys? Who are the good guys in the business right now?
Well, we brought in Lee Hamilton.
Okay.
He's doing some shows for us these next couple days. Extra San Diego, 22 years.
All right.
I got to find some younger kids, too, who are 30, 31 years of age, who might look at me as sort of the dean. I don't want to sound cocky, but the dean of the sports talk genre. So say, you know what, I like to go work with Chris.
Who was the first person you called when you made this decision? Was it your father who wanted you to go in the jewelry business?
I did call my parents until June 22nd. The first person I called... the fact that who was the first person? Well, I guess it was my wife.
Your wife.
She was with me because I had to go to a bar in New Jersey to sign the release papers because we had to sign these release papers, and I was in Jersey, and I had to get that Mad Dog trademark name back. So I got the Mad Dog trademark name back.
You didn't own the Mad Dog.
FAN did. We had to negotiate to get that back.
You had to pay FAN?
No, we didn't pay. We just got it. We gave him $1.
Okay.
So we got it back, and
Why would they give that to you?
They wanted to lease it to us for the next 5 years. I'm not going to. And we said, all right, fine. Lease it. Chris is not leaving. He's not accepting your buyout. It's date of March.
Ah, I see.
So I had that as leverage.
I see.
You want me out, you're going to have to give me that name.
Little hardball.
So to make a long story short, I had to go to Bar A in New Jersey and sign a 5-page release.
Who named you Mad Dog?
Bob Raceman, Daily News.
He did.
He gets the credit.
And it stuck.
He absolutely stuck.
You like that name?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, it's
a moniker. A guy like me needs that.
Yeah, it's
I get all dog. I never get Chris or Christopher.
Right.
I always get dog this, dog that. But if my kids call me, my little 9-year-old calls himself the Mad Puppy, which is the last thing I want him to do because I don't want him worrying about. I don't want him to be
this
that.
Feels good to you. I see you're happy.
I'm into it.
When you were with the partner.
Listen, can I say something?
I know, you like Mike.
Come on, 19 years, I had to like him. I couldn't do a show with him for 19 years.
But you never even talked to each other during the commercial breaks. That's what everyone tells me who used to watch you on the TV
No, that's
show.
not true.
You two never
Last couple
even
months, maybe. Now, they also told you I bought the airtime, so they were wrong there. So don't necessarily believe
When's
that
the last time you had dinner with Mike?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
You didn't buy, did you? That's against.
No, Mike buys.
Mike buys. So you'll remain friends with him. You think you'll see him?
Have you talked?
I have not talked since I took this job. Talked to him a couple days prior to me leaving.
Right.
Again, Mike likes the challenge too here.
He should stay friendly with you. You got your own channel. Maybe you'll employ him one day.
Mike will not allow that.
If
you think Mike, you think Mike's going to allow me? Mike, by the way, I know things aren't going good. Here, come work for Chris Russo. I'll give you the overnight shift.
He ain't working on the Mad Dog.
Not doing that.
Do you think he resents your payday? He's got to be blown out.
Remember one thing about the payday.
Go ahead.
I can't simulcast the show over here on TV. I was simulcasting this show.
That's true.
On Yes.
Right.
You got to throw $500,000. I gave up that $500,000.
So you're saying
out.
You were making at least 2 over at FAM between your 1.2, then you had another 5.
I was making 2 there my last year, plus the 500,000. That's 2.5.
So you didn't really get that big a boost.
There you go. Mike's not stupid. He can do the math. Well, hold on. How much of a raise did Chris actually get? I mean, he was making 2.5. Now he gets 3. He got paid agents and everything else. Plus, I'm sure they bumped Mike up when I left.
What else do you do? Do you have any other outside thing? You do any voiceover stuff?
I did 2 books.
You did 2 books.
Well, I did. The first
do you
was
juggle? Do you do anything? I don't know.
I play a lot of tennis. I run all the time.
You're a tennis player.
Oh, I love to play tennis.
Are you good?
Yeah, good player. 4 or 5.
Kick ass?
I'm a level below a club pro, but I'm a good, solid. You saw me in a tennis court, you'd say, he's pretty darn good.
How's the relationship with the wife? How long have you been married?
13 years.
13 years.
4 kids.
4 kids.
She's from a family of 6. I'm an only child.
You don't cheat at all?
Never.
Never kiss
Absolutely.
a girl? Never get girls? You never spank girls on your show? Nothing like that?
No.
None of that.
I heard your comments with the young lady here.
Yes.
You had a wife. That was funny, though. You had a wife. That was funny.
But I guarantee you, the thought has crossed your mind. In the sense that
every man it's crossed his mind.
Now you're in the paper. You got your own channel.
Did you enjoy a level your fame for a while?
Absolutely. I'd be lying if I told you I didn't. There's front page of the Daily News.
Yeah.
The New York Times 2 weeks ago. This Week in Review. Huge column on Mike and me.
You
got to get it.
You mean to tell me before you got married, you did have a period of time where you got to use your fame?
No, I never did that.
You never went out with a lot of chicks. Never had
I
a threesome?
of course, I had girlfriends.
Did you ever have a threesome?
No.
Oh, God.
No threesome.
No truth
what do
to
you. Mean,
you.
Oh, God.
I might want to imagine it.
Yeah,
but
you
no
never
threesome.
saw 2 girls doing something in front of you?
No. Howard's funny.
Why is that
He's not going to crack that. You're not going to crack me, though.
There's no truth to you and Anna Kournikova.
No, God, no.
I mean,
she's pretty, though. She's pretty.
So you never had any of that wild scene?
I am. No, you can make the argument prior to my lovely wife that maybe I was a little sexually deprived.
Where'd you meet this wife? When did you?
I met her on a plane.
On a plane. What
Coming
was she
back
doing?
from Chicago.
Is she a model? Is she an actress?
No. She's 8 years younger than me.
8 years. Oh, that's good.
Family of 6. Rye, New York.
And the sex life after all the children is still as good as when you first...
It's never going to... You're busy. You got 4 little kids. You got a 3-year-old running to your house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Are you sexually frustrated?
You'll find the time.
Are you sexually frustrated?
No, I can't say that.
You masturbate?
I won't deny it.
You do it?
Oh, jeez, Howard.
That's got to be the funniest thing ever.
Not to the San Francisco Giants.
To Willie McCovey?
Everybody used to make fun of me because I used to love Will Clark, and he used to play these things, and I was a Giants on a road trip with Will Clark in his hotel room. Will, let me in, Will. It's Chris Russo. Things like that.
So Chris Russo is a sex addict.
No,
is that fair?
God, no, I'm a sports addict. That's the problem, Howard. That's the problem.
Chris,
I got the wrong addiction.
Chris, this guy right here is the only guy who knows who Will Clark is in the room.
No,
that's right. He's not a sports fan at all, is he?
Could care less.
Do you watch anything?
Don't care about
Giants, Patriots?
I used to watch the. I watch like when the Super Bowl comes on.
Michael Phelps gold medals.
He hardly watched the Olympics.
I don't care about his flipper feet. I don't.
You
care
didn't
about
watch You didn't watch the Olympics at all.
A little bit.
He's never seen Roger Federer play.
Federer, Nadal, Wimbledon. You didn't see that?
Never saw
I'm not even sure who he is.
Oh my God!
Honest to God.
You watched the Giants win the Super Bowl.
I thought quarterbacks blitz.
What's the name of the guy?
The Yankees in a World Series game. Don't get wrapped up in it.
Don't get wrapped up in it.
I asked you about this.
The World Series I get wrapped in. I like the Super Bowl.
Occasionally, but it's not all
Lakers,
the time.
Celtics, NBA final.
I go to the Knicks games. I loved watching the Knicks.
Hockey, 94 Rangers.
I'm a great spectator. I love to go to games and watch the sports, and I love athletes when they. I mean, it's amazing.
So Sunday afternoon football, you're not going to be sitting there watching.
No, I play chess.
He's never been to a football game. Have you? Live?
I bet. Yeah, Detroit. I went to the Detroit Lions. I went to Pontiac Stadium when it first opened up.
So he has.
That's 100 years.
That's a while.
That's 1980.
Howard, what's the name of the guy? Because I said I was going to ask you this.
Go ahead.
Because the day after the last Super Bowl, we talked about this all day.
I might work on.
What's the name of the guy?
Yeah.
That made the big catch at the end of the Super Bowl. That Manning threw the ball. He got away from the blitz.
Should get that
Placido Domingo.
Placido.
No, you're thinking of
Placido.
How you have to know that?
David Tyree. You don't remember we talked about Tyree?
I don't care.
He probably doesn't remember.
I don't care.
Are you still motivated every day to do this show?
Yes. Love this. In fact, it's really weird. When we were on vacation, I said to Beth, I'm actually missing being on the air, which is weird.
Oh, no.
I mean,
so you're
I've
going
done
to resign?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I know they're a little, make sure you do. You know, we're going to need
Has
you.
Mel
here.
mentioned me at all?
No, he has not. But make sure whatever. What do you have, 2 years left in your contract?
I have 2 years left. That's right.
Wow, we went through 3 fucking years.
You have to make sure.
Well, you were
Robin,
asleep most of the time.
I was on
Robin, make sure he
withdrawal.
stays.
Hey,
Don't
Chris,
leave.
I wanted to say, because Mel, I don't know if you know this, but Mel, he calls me before every big move.
Yeah.
And I said, look, he's been through this before he hired you. See if he could sell $1,800 worth of subscriptions first.
That's right. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
it never changes.
Bullshit.
So that's Mel's scorecard.
So you're here to
Bullshit.
say you're a happy guy.
I'm a happy
You've got
guy.
to live out your childhood fantasy.
Hey, I'm doing a sport. Who would have thought at MCA back in Jacksonville, Florida, I'd be running a
right.
channel?
And now you're on Sirius
With Howard
Satellite.
Stern, no
I'm
less.
excited to have you here. I envision that this is going to be the epitome of a radio experience for listeners. I believe that satellite radio is the future, and I'm not just blowing smoke up anyone's ass. I really do believe that. I work a little differently than you. Even you yourself have said, Stern, he works blue. That's my thing. You know, that's not your thing. Do you ever curse?
I usually don't. No.
Are you going to curse on the air?
Damn in hell.
Do you think you might say the F word?
No,
on
I can't
Sirius
say
Satellite
it. I
Radio?
can't say it.
Were you like that as a kid? You never cursed?
No, I did as a kid. I kind of told myself when I was in my early 20s, let's eliminate that from your vocabulary.
So, they say that not cursing.
Listen, I'm not perfect. I got a lot of vices. That I try to stay away
What
from
is your
that.
vice? It's not women. All right, masturbation a little too much.
Is it something illegal?
Do you watch?
No.
Do you watch porn?
I have.
You have? Who's your favorite?
Sports Center.
Couldn't tell you that one.
What?
Sports Center?
See,
Is Sports Center your porn?
Chris Berman. Chris.
Do you gamble?
Does Howard know who Chris Berman is?
No,
Absolutely no idea. I'm not aware of it. Do you gamble on sports?
I have. Yeah, that could be a vice.
That could be a vice.
I could get a little careless sometimes with that.
Because I was going to ask you about a couple
Little
of
careless.
games.
What's the biggest bet you ever made?
You know what I'll do is I like to bet seasonal bets.
Okay.
Now there are over/under bets you can make in football and baseball.
Sure.
Where there's a number on a particular team's idea of how many wins they're going to have in a year.
Right.
Let's say the Giants' number is 9.5.
Okay.
That means they have to win 10 wins if you take the over for a bet. So I would like to do that. It keeps me into it.
I see.
And it keeps
How
me
much money
focused.
would you bet on the over? Let's say
25,000.
25,000.
He's making
For the year, though. It's
that's
for the
nothing.
year,
Yeah,
Howard.
that's
Right.
nothing.
I understand.
You think about
That's your
16
gambling
weeks,
budget.
so it's 1,000 a week.
25.
25.
I didn't do it
Gs.
this year because I was wrapped up in doing a show.
Very frivolous.
It is.
Surprised.
Let me ask you
Do you think
something.
that's so crazy? Boy,
I
I'm being
do.
too honest. I'm going to get in trouble here, for goodness sake.
I'm surprised to hear that you would put $25,000 down.
I think my wife's going to be surprised, too.
Does she not know that? Do you control
she
all the
knows.
finances? Does she?
Yeah,
know
no,
what's
I
going
control
on?
the finances.
You control
you
that.
But she knows I gamble, though. I can't hide that from
You
her.
got to hide money from your wife.
What's come on? You
I don't have a
money.
Swiss bank
Is that
account.
the only bet you make?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, usually.
He's not talking about the illegal bets.
I don't go.
right?
I do not go to Atlantic City, and I do not go to Vegas.
Do you have do you have a prenup with your wife in case?
No, I do not.
If everything goes crazy,
I do not have. She's going to get half.
you're going to get half of the money. So you better stay in this.
I
marriage.
got.
That's why he's gambling.
And everybody tells you, you know what? Say it you want. Whatever you do, stay married. It's
Stay
cost
married.
you too freaking much money.
It's a lot of money.
Stay. Figure out. Girlfriends do this, do that. Stay married.
Let me ask you
Everybody
this:
tells me
the
that.
25,000. Who do you put that down with if you don't go to Vegas?
I got to find somebody.
You need a guy? Do you need a guy?
I'm going to get picked up here. Tony Soprano's
I was
outside.
going to say, if you need a guy, I got a guy.
But not that, Tone.
So
I got ripped off 60 grand. for
So
my-
your father must be proud of you now.
Yeah, he is.
He thinks it was good you didn't go in the jewelry business.
Yeah, I just, by the way,
Yes.
he's 77 years of age, so they don't have all the technological equipment.
Right,
So
you
I
gotta
just
get him Sirius.
got him wrapped up with Sirius.
Yeah.
I had the guy Richie here take care of it.
Right.
Like Best Buy, he got it in his 2 cars. Now he has it in his house.
By the way,
so he's
thank
gonna
God-
hit me on top of it.
Thank God your father's not the Giants jewelers. No rings and how long?
Thank you very much.
The Yankees, he's making money.
That's 1954.
Right, there you go.
Good job, Artie.
Good job.
Wait, can I ask
All
you?
right,
I have
so-
a serious question for you.
He's got the forms out.
But wait, so you will not say the F. You will not take advantage of the fact
Try not
that you're
to.
not on terrestrial radio.
I would not try to do that.
They say that not cursing shows a intelligence. That, in other words, a lot of people, what they lack in language skills, so they resort to cursing, using foul language. You see yourself as...
I don't buy it that way. I just think it's self-control.
It's self-control.
Yeah,
You'd
I
like
wouldn't
to
say he
say
has
You
an
can be-
extensive
You
vocabulary.
know, I'm actually relatively proud. I'm not one of the, I'm a nutcase. I'm goofy.
Right.
But I'm not raunchy as a sports
You're
talk guy.
old-fashioned.
I'm
in
not
way.
a guy talk
Yeah, and when
host.
a guy challenges
I'm not a
you,
guy
you don't
host.
have to resort to that.
I don't get nasty with
Do
him.
you say-
He's a caller. He's
Yeah.
a client.
Do you
Customer.
say? Do you ever say penis?
No, I have.
You
Well, I
would
mean,
not.
I that wouldn't bother me
In
though.
your
That's
you would say penis.
well,
on
I
the
have
air.
kids. You got to tell them what's going on.
No, I
right?
mean on the air. Would you say penis? You'd say that
No,
guy.
probably
Is
not.
there any
You probably
reason to
wouldn't.
bring that up?
You
no.
would not.
No, I would
you
not.
would not bring up penis. Would you bring up clitoris?
No.
You would not.
Why in a sports concoction? Well, where's
you
that
could say,
fit
boy,
in?
that Howard must have a clitoris. He doesn't even know
Nah,
who.
I'm a little surprised.
A-Rod
David
is swinging.
Tyree. Do you know who A-Rod? Have you had anybody in here before?
No.
No, we haven't had
He
any.
won't come in
Jeter?
Jeter,
No.
I don't know Jeter.
We
I mean,
don't
I know who
get
Jeter
many
is.
Yankees.
Have you had athletes from New York on
Yes.
here?
Lawrence
Who?
Taylor.
LT, that's a good
LT,
spot.
the great LT has been on. We've had.
I'll make you look
We've
good.
had a
Go ahead,
Dennis
ask
In the history of the show, here's some of the people who stopped by. Will Chamberlain.
That's a good spot.
Mickey Mantle has done this show.
Oh, that's a very good spot.
Bill Walton has done this show.
He's goofy. Good spot.
LT loves the show. OJ's been on the show.
Who was
O.J.
the
Simpson's
Yankee
been on the show?
pitcher? The
Before
Yankee
he
pitcher?
David Wells. David Wells, big fan.
used to come on.
David Wells loves
David
you.
Wells always
loves
came. What was the black guy with the one eye who used to be on the Jets?
Oh,
Wesley Walker.
Wesley Walker used to do the show.
How about
From Roosevelt.
you know who interned for us 6 months ago for a day? Antonio Pierce.
Good guy.
Good
How
guy.
about the gay
Antonio-
giant, Sugar Bear?
Good guy.
Antonio. Was
We had him
my-
on every Mondays in the football over at FAN.
Antonio was my intern.
Nice guy.
There you go.
Wife's in the business now.
Absolutely.
So he's had some sports guys on.
We've had some legendary people.
Well,
on.
They have to rise above their sport.
I've had on, hold it. I'll tell you some more people. Pete Rose.
That's right.
That's right.
I've had on Bill Romanowski.
Almost every
I've had-
a lot of the guys
guy.
who've gotten themselves in some trouble.
Right.
I had Mark Messier on the show.
that's a good
John
spot.
Daly.
I had the great,
We had the
the great
Stanley
one.
Cup. Did you tell him what
Yeah,
we did to
Gretzky,
the Stanley
Gretzky.
Cup?
Gretzky on was on.
Here? No,
Yeah.
no,
the other one.
On the other one.
The other one.
But what did we do to the Stanley Cup? We had it right
We had a guy
here.
take a dump in it.
Yes.
I remember that.
It's a great moment. That's a history. That's
Howard,
a
what does
historic
Bill
moment.
what does Bill Romanowski play, and who did you play for?
Romo, they used to call him Romo. He's a football player.
For who?
Lots of
I
teams.
believe-
That's a trick question.
Okay, what teams does he have Super Bowl rings?
Well, that's a he's not going to know that. Let him take a guess on one team. Played for 3 big teams. Give me one of them.
Shit.
One team.
You guys suck.
Why are you challenging
Romo played for the legendary, because everyone's legendary.
Famous team.
You're embarrassing.
Raiders.
Thank you. You're embarrassing.
Mike
Now,
Piazza.
wait a minute.
Yeah,
We've
Piazza.
had Mike Piazza.
So you've had some
We
people.
had Mike Piazza and the other gay guy, Simmons.
We had Benny
stop
Agbayani
it.
on.
I mean,
Piazza's not gay. What's the matter
But
with
we had the gay giant on, Roy Sugar Bear Simmons. You ever hear him?
Well, you said you had a serious question
He
for
fucked
Chris Russo.
Beasley.
Quickly.
Wanted to fuck Beasley Reed.
All right, listen.
Listen, no, I have a serious
Check out.
We
I do
had
have
that
something I
gay
want.
basketball player on.
All right, yeah.
You
okay,
say when
quickly, what do you want to say?
when they hired you in New York, I was always curious about this. And the guy said, "Look, even in the ad, you said wanted him to sound like a New York sports fan. Did a program director, general manager ever want you to pretend you were a Yankee fan?
No, God, no.
Never. So they never said to you, "Look, you sound like a New Yorker."
I think maybe I worried them about being sometimes a little too anti-New York.
Right.
But nobody ever say, "Hey, Chris, let's calm down here. Can you like somebody?"
because
Nobody ever
you
said
would
that.
never. I know you'd never go for that, which is why
I
I
wouldn't
like
agree
it.
to do it.
Right.
You buy me, you get me. You can't pretend to somebody else.
Did anybody ever try to get you to endorse a team for winning because they had a big bet on it?
No, God, no.
Nothing like that.
You have to be careful. That's the reason why I shouldn't even tell you about the occasional gamble thing.
Right.
Because then people think if you're mad at that team for losing a game and you're a little rough on him, well, you're doing it. Well, he just lost money on him.
Well, if
that's the
you're-
way the gambler thinks.
If
That's
you're
what I do here.
If you're upfront about stuff, then
yeah. See, if you're upfront about it, then you exactly. Right.
Howard, something else that me and Russo have in common.
Yeah.
Is Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, I love Bruce.
Okay, so
Bruce guy.
I wanted least favorite Springsteen song ever, and I have a reason why I think I know.
Murder
this.
Incorporated.
Worst ever?
I don't like that.
Your
So Adam Raised a Cane.
You don't like that song?
No.
All right. One of
You
my
know these songs, Howard?
Yes.
One of my favorite.
Do you really?
One of
I
my
was a disc jockey. Yeah, I do.
You
know,
know
this
those songs. I don't know them.
Did you go to see Bruce?
Oh, I've seen him. I saw him in Boston, Hartford twice, in the Garden.
You're a real fan.
Oh, I'm a huge fan.
Howard, you've seen him 100
I don't even mean of
times.
Springsteen. You just are a fan. You're
My
passionate
wife,
about people.
I got a good wife. My wife, for my birthday, October 18th, made some calls, and she got me backstage at the Garden to see Bruce. So I took Mike. So I can't hate Mike that much.
Right.
I took Mike. I took 2 other guys from FAN, and we went backstage to see Bruce. And after the show at the Garden on the 17th of October, went into his dressing room. He had just taken a shower. I hugged him 4 times.
Oh my God!
Did you talk to him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a sports fan. So he knew some sports.
Was he a fan of yours? Did he know of you?
A fan might be strong. Know of
He knew
is better than fan. Fan's a little too strong.
I recently had a conversation with him about a year ago. I met him at a party, and 2 times I met him at a party. And the first time was very awkward, and the second time we had a good 10-minute conversation.
So you had a little. He's on top of that American culture, and
is he your favorite? Is he better than Hendrix? Is he better than Cream? Is he better?
I don't go that. I'm not a rock historian. I know all these bands that you're referring to. I'm not a rock historian, but Bruce, to me, I was 16 years old when I became. He was my rock and roll renaissance.
In all fairness, I didn't get to hug him at the party, so you
4 times. 4 times. I think it was a little too much.
Did you think it was weird that you kept hugging him?
It's a little fruity.
What are you hugging him for?
Because I was so excited to see Springsteen. First, I was excited.
Who reached for the hug first? You? Or
I
Bruce?
did. I think the 4th time maybe a little too much. But hey, what the heck?
He never called you after that.
I'm surprised you didn't have one.
Back to say it. That's what you mean.
I'm surprised you didn't have one of his security guys hug you a little harder.
I don't understand.
Well,
I
they're all
see,
sports fans.
When you hug Bruce,
Yeah.
solid build, or was he a little soft?
Oh, he's solid.
He is pretty
solid.
strong.
Did you fall into his arms?
Nice ass.
He's pretty strong. You didn't grab his ass, did you?
No, I didn't go.
Did you grab Roy Bittan? Because Roy's sexy too.
I may have wanted to grab. No.
I think you ought to say a curse word on your first show.
Say it now.
When you do your real first show.
You want me to say a curse word right now to
What's
get it
your
out?
favorite first? Go ahead. Do it.
Put it in a sentence. Call A-Rod a fucking asshole.
Go ahead.
No, I do the Giants because the Giants always frustrate me.
Go ahead. Do whatever.
San Francisco.
Go ahead.
God damn it, Giants! Win a game! Win a fucking game!
Wow! Look at you.
All right,
working blue.
You got it out of my system. Well, my wife heard that. Oh, jeez. Maybe she did.
You're working blue. I don't
He
know
is
if I like
working
that.
blue.
It's a little over the top.
No, but
Next thing you know, we'll be auctioning off people's virginity.
Two more things.
I heard that this morning too. Yes.
Yeah. 2 more non-sports things about him. About 10 years ago, his pick for best picture, Air Force One with Harrison.
That's not true.
That is true.
Not true. You said movie.
Best movie of the
That
year.
was a good
Air
movie.
Force One.
Come on.
Yeah, did you like
Best
that
movie of the year?
I don't know if I said that.
You did say it. You said it.
But he knocked the get off my goddamn plane.
Whatever.
It was funny. It was funny.
1992, Springsteen tours without the E Street Band.
It was 92 or 3, yeah.
And he comes on and he goes, this is my favorite moment by him. He goes,
But
I don't
what
care
is
what you say, Mike. Nobody but nobody wants to hear that 57 channel song. Play Rosalina.
You didn't like what you were talking about when Bruce made the 57 shots?
Well, he did the leap. That was the Human Touch tour.
Yes.
Awful.
He did the two albums,
Right.
no band except for Roy
Right.
on the piano.
That's right. And that didn't turn you on.
I shouldn't say that. I went to see 10 shows at the
Do
Meadowlands.
you mind when Bruce gets political and talks about 57 shots?
I'd rather him not, but I'll live with it.
You're voting for McCain. How about Springsteen? How do you deal with that when he's Mr.
bothers
Liberal?
Me. Bothers me. I have to admit, because I think, now listen, musicians and athletes, do what you do great. They don't want to hear me talking about politics on doing. They want me to do sports.
Right.
I want Bruce to play music.
No.
Do I need? I know Bruce is talking about the Living in the Future song and it's magic. He's talking about how, in fact, there's the world, America's changed. We have the spies out there. Bruce, FDR had concentration camps in California during World War II. He was a Democrat.
Right.
Packed the Supreme Court. He was a Democrat. It's not all Republican stuff.
So
you get the idea they don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, no.
You agree with me on
that? You're more comfortable with your music. You see what I've learned about you? You are a real fan of
whatever
life.
he likes.
A fan of life.
You like to you get into things.
A sponge.
You're a sponge. You like to go. You like to watch. You appreciate the talents of others. It doesn't all have to be about you. You can be the guy who watches others.
Oh, absolutely.
And appreciate that. I can't be that. But I appreciate that about you.
But I know his point is nobody wants to hear a sports guy talk about
That's my point.
Talk about place in the sun for 20 minutes.
While you were making out with Bruce Springsteen, you should have hugged him and said, listen,
I can't.
Enough with the politics.
I can't say that. I have to give it. It's Bruce Springsteen. I have to respect Springsteen.
Let me ask you something, though. You walk into the room, Bruce is standing there, you go immediately and
4
hug
times.
him. And then you let him go.
Bruce, you mind one more time? Boom.
Oh, my God.
He handled it superbly.
Probably figured you were nuts.
He listens, doesn't he?
A lot of gay guys like him.
Now listen.
Artie's funny. Not bad.
You've never had a gay experience, have you?
No.
Never. Even as a young boy.
I thought you said you were jealous.
You're hanging around the jewelry business with your father. Guys walk in.
Never been to a Met game.
No one ever seduced you. No towel snapping incident. Nobody ever tried to jerk you off.
No. Jeez.
How many times a week are you having sex with your wife?
It varies.
2 times a week, or you're not even?
I got 4 little kids.
One time a week at least.
Yeah, one time.
And the rest is all masturbation.
He's so into sports. He's had sex with his wife 4 times.
Honey, you know the commercial, the Viagra ad, or the ad where the guy's got the tape watching sports, and he's got this beautiful girl coming down. It's like middle of the afternoon. He's debating what he should do, and he finally says, the heck with it. He's got to go upstairs with his wife. I would sit there and watch the sports.
You don't use Viagra, do you?
No.
Never.
I don't have a problem with that.
You never tried it?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't try
or Cialis, all these other stupid things.
You don't do any of that.
Those ads are funny.
Listen,
though.
First of all, let me thank you.
If you've had if your erection, well, I tell you, I'm saying things I would never say.
Erection.
Lasts for 4 hours, seek immediate medical help. That's funny. It's funny.
I'm not seeking 80 women.
Good, immediate help.
Check out now. One last question. So when you get criticized in the newspaper, like sometimes I would read that guy in the Daily News, he'd be hard on you.
Well, Raceman's Mushnick Post.
Mushnick was
You don't like anybody.
So would that offend you? Would that affect you?
Anybody is sensitive.
Yeah.
I don't care who.
Call him? Did you ever say,
no,
hey,
wouldn't
listen,
do that. He's allowed to do that. Hey, listen, I criticize him. He can criticize me.
Right.
I'll tell you.
But if anybody denies the fact, who is in my position, that something like that doesn't bother you, nobody's that thick-skinned.
Right.
Once in a while, okay, but he does pound me a lot.
What's the worst thing he ever said about you?
That I'm a mean-spirited guy.
Is that a legitimate comment?
No, absolutely not.
You are not mean-spirited.
Absolutely not.
Why do you think he thinks you're mean-spirited?
Well, this is a long time ago with me and Mike having our issues 15 years ago, and he said an employee of Chris, a co-worker of Christopher Russo WFAN says he's a mean-spirited, not say low-life, but a mean-spirited guy. And the one thing I'm not is mean-spirited.
Okay.
That was out of line.
That hurt you.
That bothered me.
That bothered you.
Bothered my parents, too.
Do you ever prognosticate? Do you pick the winning team?
Oh, all the time.
And do people bet money on your picks?
I hope not. But
do people generally make money on your picks?
They probably would not.
Howard, let me tell you something. You're looking at a guy.
You've been wrong.
God, yeah.
He owes me about 50 G's, and I'll tell you what. The best part of your show, and this is why...
You're going to miss it. Fridays at the picks.
Oh, my God. So what they do is they get, not even the picks, it's like... Beginning of each football season, they'll get the Jets and the Giants schedule, him and Mike, right? So they'll go through it. One of them will throw out the game, and they'll just say win or loss.
Win or loss, and you figure out the records at the end.
They'll go like at Dolphins, 0-1, at Bengals, 1-1.
Jets, yeah,
I'll give you that. So they'll come up with what the final record would be, and they really convince you because they go, these guys know what they're talking about. They say 9. The Jets will be 9-7.
Right.
So about 3 years in a row, I've bet the over/under on wins based totally on
that prediction.
Yes.
But you're a good sportsman. Why are you wasting that money? Why are you doing that for me?
I'm a bad gambler, and I'm like, I figure you guys know more than me, and it's really convincing. I go like 9-7. Yeah, the Jets will be 9-7.
Would you have Mike on as a guest?
You got to do that.
I guess I would do absolutely.
You would do that?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it early. Like 6 months from now.
Okay,
that's a very boy.
Listen, let me say.
Yeah, no, this guy. Listen to this guy.
I tell you right now, that is one hell of an interview. That's a great job.
Let's do it. Come on, man. Let's get
That's
him in.
He did a good job.
He's always good.
All right, listen.
Russo, as a fan of Marv Albert,
I was very down on him for what he did.
Have you ever visited some of the same hookers? Just because you're a fan?
No. With the little things on his finger.
You were down when Marv did all that stuff.
Marv also did something to Iron Eagle, our little buddy who does the CBS and he does the Nets.
Right.
Marv, when he left left the Knicks,
right,
he took the net play-by-play job and pushed Iron aside.
Right.
Marv does not need to do New Jersey Nets basketball. Iron does.
Right.
Don't do that to Iron. Let Iron do the games. Do you remember that whole thing?
Yeah, that was a
that bothered me. That bothered me.
And
you've never bitten a woman or put on panties or anything like that?
You don't sing show tunes.
I've given hickeys.
Yeah, I've done that. Listen, let me welcome you.
Howard, thanks for having me.
I
enjoyed
say
it.
something now. Now I'm going to say something. Let me welcome you to our family here at Sirius Satellite Radio. I believe you're going to have the time of your life. And you are welcome here anytime. You're part of our family. This is a big leap. When you leave terrestrial radio, you're leaving something behind, but you're coming into something great. I congratulate you on your move. I think it was a smart move, and I don't think you're going to regret it. I think you're going to have a good time.
Thanks, my man.
Chris. Chris.
Good spot.
How'd it go, man?
That was a great spot. I can't think of why I cursed. I would never do that.
Yeah,
that was a
that?
tremendous
That was so
spot. That was a tremendous spot. He was into it. He was peppy. How long were we up for? About an hour?
An hour.
Yeah. That was as good a spot as you ever can do. That's the best spot I've ever had. But no, listen, no commercials helps. You're in uncharted territory. I totally got into it. Totally.
That's awesome, man. So you're excited to be here?
I'm into it. Howard was into it. You got a little dicey, but we stayed basically into the main core of things. It was very good. Howard was very good at it. They got into it. You could tell it was a fun hour.
It was a good interview,
So
man.
we enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it. I really did.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by,
Good job.
man.
Zach, Lisa? Not good?
What about Artie?
Artie is funny. Well, he's a big listener, so he knows what's going on. So he can come up with all these little digs that I've had all these years of things that he knows that he wouldn't think I know. 92 picking this, 93 Springsteen. He's got a history of me, and Howard doesn't have that, so he fills in the blanks perfectly.
Really nice to meet you, man. I've been a big fan for a long time.
I can tell you're on top of it. You were funny. You're funny.
Good luck with everything.
You remind me a lot of John Belushi.
Oh, really? There you
People
go.
say that. You look.
Yeah, oh, definitely. That got me work for years.
He was into it. Didn't you think he was into it?
Dude, he loved you, and everyone's gonna love you, man. You know you're good. Just good luck with everything,
All right,
man.
baby.
I'll be listening.
Good job, Artie.
So, how'd you feel to be the reina of the school?
So consumed that I'm going to this thing.
I still don't know where it is.
That's the problem. It's an hour and a half out of Manhattan. I'm leaving 3 o'clock to get there at
to
5:30.
make a
5:30.
5:30 appointment.
The wedding starts at wait a second. 3 o'clock. It's 5. You're right.
5. Yeah. See, you're gonna screw me up.
Yeah. Sorry. I know am I leaving 3:30 or 3? Hey, Ronnie, what time am I leaving for Jason's wedding? Ronnie gave me all the advice. He scoped it out.
All right.
I'm so totally consumed. I'm like planning, it's almost like I'm planning, how many things to bring in the car with me.
Right.
So keep me busy.
What do you pack?
Yeah. What time am I leaving?
Like 3:30.
3:30.
3:30, quarter to 4.
Quarter to 4.
Oh, you can even do as late as quarter
Yeah,
to
it was
4.
like an hour and 15 minutes. That's what time I'm leaving the city.
Are you going to do it in all in
Quarter
one?
to 4, I'm meeting Will.
Are you going to do it all in one drive, or are you going to get a hotel halfway there?
Yeah, maybe you'll start Friday.
Dominic Barber called Jason and goes, how come you didn't invite me to the wedding? He heard I'm going, so now he wants to be there. That guy's so transparent. He doesn't even know Jason.
Isn't he going through something right now?
Yeah,
Should he
stay
really
home.
be at a wedding?
If I was him, and I'd been married 3 fucking times already, no, 4.
Is it 4?
4 and 2 to the same woman, I'd be at a psychiatrist's office. I wouldn't even be anywhere where I could be seen.
You'd think his plate would be full.
His plate was full of spaghetti. Landed on his head.
Yeah, if I was Jason, I'd invite him and have nothing but plates of spaghetti around.
Right. Oops. Honey, I'm home. I mean, does a burn victim want to go to a fire? No.
A barbecue.
Let's go to a wedding.
Yeah, I don't think even the bride and groom want to look at him at this point with what he's going through.
Can't be good vibes.
It's going to bring bad karma.
So I'm leaving 3:30, and then I'm thinking, oh, man, an hour and a half in the car. What am I going to do for an hour and a half? What am I going to do?
Oh, Beth will be with you.
You've got a hot chick with you.
Yeah, but come on. I got her with me anyway.
You can't talk to your wife for an hour and a half?
No, we don't do that. Beth sleeps a lot, and then I mean, you're talking about 3 hours in a car.
Oh, all right.
There and back. I mean, even if let's say we did something wild, banged in there.
Okay.
That would last 5 seconds.
Yeah, now what do you do?
Now
you
what
got
do you
another
do?
hour and 10 minutes.
Well, you just go slow.
Oh, no, I bring a whole bag with me when I travel. I have computers. I have all kinds of stuff. I'm busy the whole time.
Well, then, you got all gadgets nowadays. You could keep yourself busy.
Busy with my chess. I'm busy with crayons. I'm drawing.
Crayons?
Is it true Jason's going to Rick's Cabaret the night before his wedding?
Well, he already had a bachelor party in Amsterdam. What's that all about?
That's what I heard.
Well, no, he had 2, Amsterdam, and then I think him and Will had a dual party at Rick.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't know why they're going back to
Another one?
It's constant, dude, are you really going?
A constant saying goodbye to his single.
I have a bunch of friends in from out of town.
Well,
we're having a rehearsal dinner, and then we're all going over to the Great Rick's Cabaret.
Uh-oh.
Wow. No kidding.
That'll be fun, man. I mean, what the hell? What am I going to do Friday night?
Nothing. No, dude.
I'm not even with the
I
chick
just
on
know
Friday
you're not
night.
even that much into sex with your girlfriend.
That's not true.
You told us that.
That was like 2 years ago.
Doesn't he have to use
Changed
a
different
product to get a hard on?
No.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yes, I have Viagra. It's just there as a
And you're
safety.
how old?
It's for
how old?
Fred, come on, dude. I'm 29. It's not
29? Okay, I thought you were older.
Well, because I'm huge. The body of a 55-year-old.
I'm in my 50s. I've never needed Viagra for anything.
I don't need, dude. All right, for the 800th time, I'm on Lexapro, and one of the side effects is that it could affect your erection, your hard-on, and so I have it there as a safety.
If I couldn't get a hard-on, I'd be depressed too.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Good Lord, he's like a test tube. There's a lab in there.
Dude.
What's the game plan, though, for the wedding? Like, you guys get married straight up at 5? Like, I don't want to sit around and wait.
I'm going to tell you. Go ahead. So you can take your time. It's going to the actual ceremony is probably going to start more like 5:15ish.
Are you having one of those long ceremonies like with a rabbi?
No,
you know?
no rabbi. There's no religion in our ceremony.
Yeah, and how long is the ceremony?
It shouldn't be more than 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
That's short, isn't it?
What are you, the Pope?
That is short compared to a lot. I mean, Catholic. Some Catholic weddings.
Mine was 4 minutes.
I was going to say yours is pretty short, right?
Yeah, and people were already snoozing. Mine was just the right length
And that
of time.
included a song.
Yes. I know yours was perfect, and I'll try and emulate your wedding as much as possible.
Well,
but
no, according to people around here, mine wasn't perfect. But the fact of the matter is, the ceremony was pretty perfect, right, Robin? I mean,
Absolutely.
just
You
enough.
didn't bore a soul.
I promise you, it's short. In fact, the chick who's marrying us, she had like written up some big thing, and I took it and took a marker and started crossing
Good.
a whole bunch of crap out. It's just a quick little,
How do you know the woman who's marrying you?
No, we looked her up online.
Oh.
She's a Unitarian.
Oh, is that what you get the thing from the Inquirer? That's how.
No, there's a Unitarian church.
Yeah, she's from the Unitarian Church.
You can't
It's one of those like hippie churches, any religion.
The
can go
Unitarian Church is one of those you can just apply to be a minister, and they send you a card.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they do have an actual church.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Oh, I see what you're saying about the internet. Yeah, I have no idea what her credentials are, but
What
she can legally marry us.
what soap opera is she on?
She can legally marry you.
She can legally marry us. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, do you have relatives who are pissed about the non-religion thing?
If I do, they haven't said a word about it.
That's
we're
good.
kind of mixing up. We're having a huppah, and which is a Jewish thing, but it's just there to be there. Like I don't know, it looks nice.
Are you stepping on the glass?
Well, yeah, that's fun. I mean, fuck that.
Nobody's lifting you in the chair, though.
No, I don't want that. Really.
There's a big conspiracy. We're lifting them. And there's 20 of us, but we're going to lift them.
It's going to be so.
They need a forklift.
It's going to be embarrassing.
Hold on, back up. You're having a huppah. That's that little hut.
Yeah, the little hut.
What is that for? If you're not having a Jewish wedding, why are you doing that?
Because it's a traditional thing, and it looks
Is your wife
nice.
Jewish?
No.
So why are you having a huppah?
She wanted the huppah, actually.
Why? What does it mean to her, and what does it mean to you?
Well, for
you're
me,
gonna build a little hut. No wonder you're over budget. Are you over budget on that wedding?
I don't even know. I'm not over budget. I don't know where my parents and her parents are. I put a cap. In fact, your talk you had with me a few months ago helped a lot because I just started putting my foot down about shit, and I wasn't taking no shit from no one.
Good.
But the huppah thing, no, I think it's included with the place we're getting married. They just have one there. We didn't go out and buy anything special. And Janice likes the way it looks, and it's a tradition, so it's not there for any religious purpose.
You're having a used huppah?
Dude, it's a religious fucking thing. Of course it's religious.
Well,
what do you mean it's not there for any
it's
religion?
also
why would you have a random huppah there if it's not religious?
But it's also a traditional thing. It's
traditional to who?
To Jewish people.
So she's not Jewish, and you say you don't care.
And you're not being married
What
by a
difference
rabbi.
does it make to you, man? It's just going to sit there.
Why would you do that?
Why am I doing? I don't know. I don't know. They wanted it. It's there. It's not costing me anything. What difference does it fucking make?
It's got to be costing you something. Someone's got to build the fucker.
No, they have it at the place we're getting married. It's included.
Okay,
but they probably charge you for that. No,
I don't know. I didn't look at the itemized bill.
Why not put like a big giant like a Metallica logo over the huppah?
That would take a little romanticism.
But I mean, it's random.
No, it's not random. It's Howard. Come on, you're being stupid here.
Am I, Robin?
No, I think if you're not a religious ceremony, why are you having any of that?
Yeah, why
you're
not
doing a non-traditional ceremony. Why do you have tradition?
Yeah, why not carry?
Because that's the way we roll.
Why not carry
tradition, non-tradition? We're mixing it all together.
Why not carry a Torah down the aisle? I mean, really, why not?
Because there's nothing religious.
I have a question.
That's weird.
What religion, if any religion, is your future wife?
She isn't.
I mean, I guess her family is Protestant and Catholic.
Why not a statue of Jesus lurking in the corner?
We don't want God in the ceremony.
But a huppah's God. That's what you're getting married under a huppah.
We are projecting our own image onto the huppah. The huppah is whatever we want it to be. And
Are you
what
wearing
we
a
want it to be
yarmulke?
is something that looks nice.
Are you wearing a yarmulke or no?
No
And
yarmulke.
Jesus is the Son of God.
I know, and Jesus is a Jew. I'm on top of everything.
What, Howard? What? I thought that thing you had at yours was a huppah.
Yeah, you were standing under a huppah.
What was that thing?
It was flowers.
Just flowers.
Yeah, but dude, a huppah is a covering, and you had a covering.
Yeah.
I hate to. When I went to the sound check for your wedding,
Yeah.
Ellie called it a huppah.
Oh, did she? Well, she probably built that. We had nothing to do with it.
Okay, so you had a huppah.
it was a huppah.
Yeah, but if she had asked me, I would have said, "Don't do that."
So you wouldn't have wanted it no matter what. If you knew it was a huppah, you wouldn't have wanted it.
No, of course not. What would I do with a huppah?
But you had it and you were fine with it.
What am I going to do? I showed up. This woman erected a huppah, but I didn't even know it was a huppah.
So it was nice to have you guys under a certain.
Yeah, I mean,
thing.
you got to have a little bit of a setting, but
Yeah,
I would.
setting.
Yeah, but if someone had asked me ahead of time, do you want a huppah? I'd say no.
All right, but fine. But when you didn't know it was a huppah, you were fine. And if someone had called it a huppah, you would have not been fine. So mine's not a huppah. Mine's just decoration.
No. You're missing the point. No one consulted me. This woman Ellie just stuck it there. So I walk in. I'm not going to have him take it down and wait. It's a fucking big structure.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not going to dismantle it. So I got married, but I didn't ask for that. I wouldn't have. It's silly.
Well, you're right. Huppah makes no sense. I'm stupid.
No, you're not stupid. It's just silly. It's just
the whole thing's silly, dude. Getting married.
I thought it was beautiful.
You think getting married is silly?
I think.
Why are you doing it? Why are you getting married if it's stupid?
No, I want to be married.
Why?
Because I love my fiance and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. And I think there is something. If you let me finish, I think there's something.
I don't even care. Come on. I mean, I don't even care. I'm just coming. How many people you got coming?
About 175.
Wow. Big wedding.
Yeah, no.
Jason, do yourself a favor. Beg Howard not to come.
I'm going to give you one last hour.
Yeah.
It's 4 hours away.
I had no idea when I said yes. I look at the invite. I go, you know what? Jason's not an asshole like Will. Will make people travel like an hour and a half. I go, Jason's a cool guy. He's having it right over in Jersey. I said, I'm going. And sure enough, like who knew you could even go an hour and a half into Jersey and find somewhere to be married?
You should be out of Jersey by that time.
Yeah, to me, that's like deliverance. We're going to be out in the woods somewhere an hour and a half.
You thought you're in Virginia by then.
Yeah, I mean, like I could be, I don't know where I could be in an hour and a half.
It's an hour, dude.
It's an hour and a half.
Well, because it takes you a half hour to get out of the city.
No, bro. That's an hour and a half for me. But I don't care how long it takes
Yeah,
me.
you got to count that in.
I love people who go, it's 20 minutes. But then again, where you live, it's 40 minutes.
Well, if you don't hit any traffic, you can be out of the city in 5 minutes. You know, the city is the
According
factor.
to Ronnie, it's an hour and a half.
Ronnie was just in here and said an hour 15 minutes.
He told me an hour and a half.
Okay. Whatever. If you don't want to come, you don't have to.
Boy, there's so many spots in Jersey. Just even by where Artie lives, there's a fucking million halls.
Oh, my God.
There are?
Well, I mean,
that's all they have.
I know where Artie lives. There's no hall near him.
There's an Elks.
That's perfect.
You know, the guys are all out there talking. Like, I map quested, Jason's wedding. For me, it's going to be an hour 49. But the guys on Long Island, John Hine says, like, Sal and John Hine and Phelan, they said it's probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Well, but because you got to go through the city,
right?
Which is no easy task. Even though if you were doing 70 miles an hour, you could be there in an hour and 40 minutes. But you got to go through the city. It's But listen, we're psyched to come.
Thank you, bro.
I am too.
All right, good. I hope everyone's going to have a good time, man.
Have a great time.
For the money I spent, everyone better have a fucking good time, okay?
And you know
I
what?
don't hear any complaints.
They lifted me in that chair at Ross's wedding.
They did?
Yeah.
Did they? Well, you weren't this weight, were you?
No, I was much thinner, but still, I had a blast doing that. I thought it was going to suck. I was having a load of fun, man.
I'd be scared.
I'd be so embarrassed.
You were in the fray there, like screaming at me.
You've never been up in that chair? Of course you have.
Never. I would hate it. I would just not want to trust anyone holding me. I don't.
I agree with you 1,000%, and also it's just
Hey,
for
by the
me.
way, I map quested also to your party, and the map quest laughed at me.
Why are you going there?
Started chuckling.
At least Hackasound's on the map, all right?
He map quested, and all that came up was bring a book.
Bring your computer, bring a book, fuck your
Make
wife.
sure you have water.
Bring Scrabble.
All right, dude.
Thank you, dude.
Oh, God, I can't wait for the Monday after your wedding.
I'm sure it's going to be lovely.
Water and treats.
Can't wait for your review.
Believe me, this guy totally blew it. He's spending so much money on this wedding, and he doesn't have a pot to piss in.
Well,
I feel
loans,
he still has college
that's
loans.
ridiculous.
You know what is ridiculous?
He's got college loans.
You know what is ridiculous?
And now he's got wedding loans.
They're not going with the religious thing. So why?
Well, how did it get so big and fancy?
Right, exactly. Why put yourself through that financially when you have those
Because
issues?
he's royalty.
Yeah, you know.
He's like the Kennedys, except fatter. Yep.
Jason's so upset. So he just map quested it from Midtown to where his wedding is. 55.2 miles. It should take 1 hour and 10 minutes.
55.
But it does say.
Can I tell you something?
Up to 2 hours in traffic.
Of course. Listen, let me tell you something. I drive to Long Island a couple times a week. You know, I'm a divorced dude. So where I used to live is about 25 miles from Manhattan.
And that takes how long?
There are days that takes me an hour and a half to go 25 miles.
Yeah, the only saving grace I would say is it's a Saturday afternoon and you're leaving the city, so you shouldn't encounter much traffic.
For some reason, Gary, I know it, but like going through the Holland or Lincoln Tunnel on
the weekend,
a weekend afternoon is insane for some reason.
We don't live in like a place where you get on the interstate and you go, you know, straight through. We're not living in Kansas.
I'm going 6 miles out of my way because I'm taking the Tappan Zee Bridge rather than the George Washington Bridge because I wouldn't want to be on the George Washington Bridge ever.
No, that's that's definitely a better way to go for you.
But it's out of it's extra time.
Right,
but it's
you
worth
got to
it.
go farther away.
I got to go upstate to cross the river.
Wow. So 50-something miles.
55.2.
Yeah, 55 miles is daunting to us here.
How far is Manhattan from like Stony Brook?
Probably about that.
Okay. You know how long
I say
it
probably
takes?
about that.
It takes at least 2 hours to get out to Stony Brook.
But Long Island is
on a trafficy day.
Long Island's a different animal. It really is. It's always there's only
But
only
it
two
depends
roads.
too on what road you're on in Jersey. Are
Right.
you on the Garden State Parkway? Are you on the Turnpike? What do you want?
I'm taking the Garden State.
Oh boy,
that's the good one.
I'm taking
That's
a
the good
jet.
one, yeah.
I'm going to
You're
jet in.
taking a jet.
You should copter on
I'm
top of the
coptering,
restaurant.
They
Can you
don't
get a
have an
helicopter to land on the
airport.
Hoopa?
They don't have an airport there. You have to parachute out of the plane.
Howard, would it be really arrogant if you just helicoptered and landed right in the front?
Blow the bride off the altar.
Yeah, what
Off the
exit is it
Hoopa.
off the Garden State Parkway? Does it say there?
Yeah, let me see. Where are we
Because
going?
that could get me to figure it out.
You're not going.
No, I'm not going. I'm just saying I'm going to give you my expertise. I used to drive a cab in that.
I don't know.
Whatever the exit is off the Parkway, I can tell you easily on a Saturday.
Actually, going down on a Saturday shouldn't be bad on the Parkway.
Right, getting out. It's getting out of the city.
Yeah.
But I mean, with you guys, that you got to think of that. It's part of the trip.
I'm thinking of it. Trust me. I haven't stopped thinking
And yeah,
about it.
depending on what street fairs they pull out of their butts this weekend, you may not know how to get to the
Here.
tunnel.
Manhattan to Stony Brook is the exact same distance.
Okay, 55 miles?
You believe that, Ronnie? Exact same distance, Stony Brook to Manhattan.
Yeah, I know. It says an hour and 10 minutes, okay? That's with no traffic.
With no...
That's nobody on the road
Scott
but
the
you.
engineer, the big shot out there, is telling everybody, yeah, you won't hit no traffic on the West Side Highway on a Saturday afternoon.
All right, all you have to do is have one accident,
Yeah,
anything.
he's so full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about out there. And Lisa G's going, oh, it's the same as going to the Hamptons. Why is he complaining?
That's a long drive.
Because I'm only going there for a wedding.
Yeah, and
then
he
I come
stays over when he goes.
Why does he complain? Because I spend the whole weekend there. Or
Yeah,
a week.
I know, but
That's the point. That's how far it is. I wouldn't spend a fucking day there.
You can't even comment on something that's stupid.
I was talking to
that's
somebody.
idiotic.
I was talking to somebody
Hey,
who was
Howard.
going to the wedding the other day. They are staying over.
Yeah, there's a lot of people are. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to spend the weekend in Hackettstown.
Town.
Because that's fun.
I just looked at my MapQuest.
Yeah.
I'm 89.7 miles away.
Oh, my God. Why'd this
You
fucker
should
do this
stay
to us?
over.
I was
hate
going
Jason.
to, but I said, it's in New Jersey. Nobody looks into the last second.
I know.
Jason's really backstabbing us.
Getting married and everything.
Yeah, I mean, really, dude, give us a break.
Him and Will dropped in the same within a month.
Right. I don't like
back.
you. I don't.
You guys are the only friends and coworkers I have that live in the city. So
Okay.
all my other family and
Live in
stuff
Hackettstown?
live in New Jersey or lower state New York.
Great.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Sorry, sir. You were out and you pulled yourself back into the wedding.
I know.
So I don't feel bad anymore.
I was yelling at Beth for that. She had nothing to do with it.
You were out.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Good luck. Hope to see you there.
Jason. What?
Why can't they just let you have fun?
Well, listen, if this was the morning zoo, I'm sure no one would even mention it, but this is the Howard Stern show, and, everything's got to be a problem, but, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
You brought up a good point. Howard had a hubba as well.
Yes.
And he sort of weaseled his way out of it. Why didn't you pounce on him more about that?
I tried to, but then he wanted to kick me out of the studio. Look, here's the deal. Howard thinks everything he does is the perfect right way to do it, and that's how everybody else should do their things.
Right.
And I disagree with him. I think Howard's wedding was very nice, and he did things his way. I'll do things my way. And if he doesn't like it, I'm sure we'll hear all about it the Monday after my wedding.
So realistically, your wedding's a little over an hour outside the city.
Yes.
Not an hour and a half.
No.
There's going to be 175 people there.
Yes.
You're going to have a few, trinkets of tradition in there.
Sprinkled in, just a little ambiance, basically.
Right.
Jewish ambiance.
But overall, it's non-denominational.
We're getting married by a Unitarian. There's no rabbi, there's no priest, there's no yarmulkes, there's it's not a kosher wedding. We're really trying to keep God, away from this wedding.
Right.
So that's it. And if Howard's got a problem with my chuppah, then I don't know. Maybe he'll lose sleep over it, but I'm fine.
Hopefully he'll have a couple of his vodka drinks and loosen up and have a good time.
Oh, please, I beg you, please. Someone get a few drinks in Howard so he loosens up and has fun. Please.
Well, good luck, man.
Thank you,
All
dude.
right, sir.
Hey, next time you see this fat body on TV, I'll be married. And let me tell you something. When I get married, I've decided I'm going to really let myself go. I'm going to stop trying to maintain. You know what I mean? Like now that I'm off the market, I'm just going to kind of relax and just kind of not take care of myself.
Let's get a shot of that hand before you become Lord of the Rings here. Let's it. All right, next time we see you, you'll be shining.
If you can see it through all this.
What, I have 2 people now? Instead of 1?
I don't know.
What is this? What is this here now? Why do I have this?
Maybe I'm not recording you.
What is this?
But why are you with me now? In our intro. You're never in our intro. What is this? Now you're cutting in on our intro now?
No, I'm not. You're cutting in.
What's going on here?
I'm waiting for Flav.
Who?
Flav.
Who's he? Old friend of the show, Flavor Flav.
Yeah, man. Flavor Flav, what's up, bro?
What's up, baby boy?
How you doing, man?
Like a coat in the closet, hanging in there, baby.
Nice.
How you doing?
Good, man. Thanks. So what brings you back to the show?
My boy Howard, man. And not only that, but my brand new movie we got coming out called Night Tales.
Night Tales, nice, man. So excited to be back?
Yeah, man. Yo, what's up, you nerd?
It's been a while, man, right?
Yeah, it's been a little minute, man, but it feels good to be back, man. And I can't wait to personally get face-to-face with my boy in there, because y'all know Howard's my man.
Hi, man.
For years, Howard's been my man, and for years, Howard's going to always be my man. Y'all know what time it is. That's right.
Flavor's here. And I got to tell you, I feel responsible for his career. I'll tell you why.
Wow.
We used to have Flavor on the show all the time.
I remember.
And this is back in the day after Public Enemy was successful, that Flavor was kind of down on his luck. No one was paying attention to him. In fact, he was scalping tickets in the Bronx to make a living, Flavor was. Had him on the show a couple of times. Of course, Mark Cronin heard him, invited him on Surreal World.
Wait a minute. You mean after Public Enemy, he was scalping tickets?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had kind of run their course.
Yeah, they're...
And I'll tell you. And then we had him on, and then Mark heard him on our show, and then invited him on Surreal World.
Right.
And Surreal World led to Flavor of Love, and now the whole world's in love with Flavor Flav, but he was down on his luck. And I feel that, Cronin listens to the show every day, and when he hears something good, he grabs it. Look, there he is. That's the famous Flavor Flav. Yeah, man. How you doing? What? Come on.
He's going right past the mic. Hold on.
How you doing?
You look good, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Tickets. Anybody want tickets?
You're shot out of a cannon, Flav. I was taking... Man, you got your clock on, all your jewelry?
Yeah, everything's making noise now. Calm down.
Hey, what's going on, girl? How you doing back there?
I'm good.
Huh?
Flav, I was taking...
Ooh, you running for president, too? You behind the bulletproof booth. Wow. Yo, Howard, what's up, man?
How are you, my brother?
I'm back on the Howard Stern Show. What's going on,
I'm so
G?
happy to see you. I said, your success, I'm very happy for you because, I was a very big fan of Public Enemy.
Thank you,
and
man.
I would have you on the show back in the day. And a lot of people don't know this about you, but after the big success of Public Enemy, times got tough for you. And you were living in the Bronx, and you were scalping tickets to make a living. Am I
Hey,
correct?
man, not only that, but you was my first customer, Howard. Come on, I sold you a seat in the nosebleed section.
You were having a tough time, and you came on our show, and a guy named Mark Cronin, who used to work for me, he heard you on our show, and he invited you on Surreal World.
Wow.
And after Surreal World, you got Flavor of Love, which, by the way...
No. After Surreal Life 3...
Right.
Then I had Strange Love. Remember me and Bridget Nielsen came up to your show?
Right.
And everything, right? And y'all was killing her, man. I was like, y'all give the lady a break,
Well,
man.
what's he do? Were you really banging her?
Huh?
Were you really banging Bridget Nielsen?
Hey, come on, Howard. You know what time it is. I got the clock on, baby.
Don't you expect everyone to be like a racist and stuff? And she came out and she could fall in love with a black man, and she, that gave me hope for the world in a way.
I mean, hey,
Look, and now we got a black president.
Now we got.
Hey, that's right. That's right. Hey, yo, and not only that, but let me show you this.
Did you ever think?
Yo, that's hot. You like that?
I like that.
Did you ever think there'd be a black president in your lifetime?
Honestly, I ain't think that it can ever happen, you know what I'm saying? Because of the way that the world is today, but I figured that one day times would change.
Did you think a Jew would be a president before a black guy?
Hey, man, well, it was a few Jewish guys that was president anyway, right?
No, never.
Oh, word?
No.
Oh, well, that's getting ready to happen, too. The Jews getting ready to pop in the White House after Obama.
You think it's starting a trend, huh?
Yeah.
Do you consider Obama to be black? Now, let me ask you this. This is a big controversy. He had a white mother. He was raised by white people. You're a real black man. I mean, you're black. You have you're full African descent.
I'm trying to tell you now, Howard, word up, man. I stay in the sun to keep my color.
Right. You're never embarrassed to be black. You are always the proudest to be black.
Yes,
you're always
definitely.
a man of pride. Do you really consider this to be a black president, or are we yet to see a black president?
I sure do consider him to be a black president because he has black blood running through his veins.
But will we ever get a real black president? I mean, like someone like yourself, who's a real black man.
Yeah. You know who it's going to be? Flavor Flav.
Oh.
I'm going to run for president, man. Please vote for me, Howard, man, and I'll keep you on Sirius Radio for about 80 more years.
Describe to me about TV, for example, when you were with Bridget Nielsen. Get back to that. When you were on that show with Bridget Nielsen, who used to be married to Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
She was considered a great beauty in her day. And when you got her, okay, she let it go a little bit. She wasn't the Bridget Nielsen when she was younger.
Right.
Was it tough banging her? You've had a lot of beautiful women.
Well, see, let me say it like this, Howard. You know what I'm saying? Bridget Nielsen, man, she's a great person, man. We had a great relationship.
Was it a love? Was it real?
A great friendship relationship. You know what I'm saying? And it was real. It was
in
real.
Other words, it was
and the
intercourse.
reason why it was real, Howard, is because you know me, man. I don't discriminate, man. I don't see color.
No, I like that about you. You always
you know what I'm saying.
Who ended it? You ended the relationship, I guess.
Well, honestly, we both did. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, she had a family over in Italy. You know what I'm saying? And then I got my family here in New York, And
how was the pussy, though? Was it good?
Hey, well, see, let me say it like this,
Be honest, Flav.
Huh? Hey, I'm always be honest, and I'm
too big?
always be nice.
Was it too big?
Was it too big?
I mean, hey, check this out. Honestly, you know that area right there, man. I got to stay away from, and the reason why is because that ain't.
That's not cool.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I love Bridget.
Did you go down on her?
I love Bridget, man.
Did you go down on Bridget?
I was already down on her. She's 6'2", man, and I'm 5'8". What you talking about?
So you made a lot of people thought it was just for the cameras and all this.
I mean, well, it was for the cameras too. We had to do our thing and make our money and survive, and feed our families and everything. But yeah, it was real though.
So when you were doing this show with Bridget Nielsen stuff, VH1 is infamously cheap. They don't pay a lot of money for their shows. You have like whatever show you're in, whatever reality show you're in, it's #1 on the network schedule.
Thanks,
and that's
man.
the truth. Did they really give you the money, though? Did you see the money?
I didn't see it like I wanted to see it, but I got to see something.
All right, and as I described, you were down on your luck at that point. You were having to, you have to make ends meet and all that.
Around at what time was I down on my luck?
When you went to the reality show, Surreal Life, right? I mean, you weren't rolling in dough.
Well, it's not like I was. Yeah, I wasn't really rolling in dough, but I wasn't really down on the luck. Yeah, because I was still moving around with Public Enemy. We still moved around across seas and everything. You know what I'm saying?
But this has made you like internationally famous, right?
Hey, man, I'm the brand new Howard Stern of the business.
It is.
Baby.
It's the truth, and you're a great personality. You know how to mix it up in front of the camera. You always were dynamic. You always were a little bit crazy, and people like that. And you're able to be interesting. People like to watch you. And this guy, he's always had the type of life that was interesting. Tell Robin and my audience how old you were the first time you banged a girl. Were you not 6 years old?
I'm trying to tell you now. I sure was 6 years old. Wow, man. How did you know that?
I know about you.
Because I told you all a long time ago.
We have the girl here.
Yeah, she's going to walk in right now.
Huh?
No, I'm joking.
Hey, that would be amazing.
That's the first time I've seen him look afraid.
Robin, you crazy lady.
How old was the girl you were with?
6 years old, too.
6 years old.
But
How
it was
did you know?
Hey, we was experimenting, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, it was just an experiment. But
how did you know what to do?
Hey, man, look.
Porno.
No, it wasn't no porno, man. I mean, honestly, natural instincts.
Where were you to be 6 years old? Did you ejaculate?
And where was I?
Did you ejaculate?
Nah, man, I wasn't old enough to do that, but my little joint did get hard, though, and it did penetrate.
It did?
Really?
Yeah, because, come on, man, what all little kids pop a boner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Robin?
I have one right
popped
now.
a boner.
That's right.
Yeah. I was on the bone, brother, and it happened, man.
Flav, I worry about your lifestyle. I mean, you have, I believe, 8 children now, right?
No, I have 7.
You have 7 kids.
7 kids.
You've announced to the world that you want to have 3 more. You want to have 10
I sure
children.
do. Yeah, it's just a personal want, though, Howard.
Wait a minute.
Why
Are
not?
you going to try living with the last 3?
Hey, well, I live with my last one.
Yeah.
and I'm trying to add 2 more.
What are you saying? You're saying Flav doesn't live with his kids?
No, he doesn't live with all these kids.
Nah, see, my 3 oldest, right? My 3 oldest, Unique, Man, and KK, they live out on Long Island, right?
All right, that's where aren't you on Long Island?
Come on, me and you
You're
from Roosevelt,
Are you still
man.
in Roosevelt?
No,
or
my
sold out?
My mom is still in Roosevelt, and I still got my room there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then my middle 3, because I met a young lady in the Bronx, right? But then they moved up to Albany, but Designer, Quan, and Kayla. Designer is 15.
Designer?
Yeah, Designer.
Oh, everything an African name with you? Has it got to be African name?
Designer an African name?
Designer. Hey, I'm an African. So what y'all expect? You're African. What you expect?
No. I'm just like, Designer? I've never heard of Designer. How's that an African name?
Designer's
you made that up.
Yay, I love you too, Robin.
When I was a kid, I knew a girl named Designer. She used to ride around on a zebra. That's how African she is. I'm not kidding. You mean Designer?
But let me finish. Howard,
go ahead. There's a lot to cover.
You asked me, right? So let me tell you. So Designer, she's 15. Quan is 13. And my daughter Kayla is 11.
Go ahead.
And then my last one, his name is Karma, Karma. And Karma is real.
And he lives with you?
Yes, he lives with me in Las Vegas, and I got him here in New York. You know what I'm saying? They're at the hotel right now.
Are you a good dad? You advise these children? You're able to?
I've always been a good father, and I'm going to always be a very good father, and I hope that there's a lot of other men in the world like me.
But why 3 more, Flav? It's enough.
Because it's a personal want, Howard. It's just a personal want.
Do any of the kids wear clocks like you do, or are you the only one?
Just the last one. Because he takes my clock and he puts it on and he runs around the house and dad, yo, for real.
Flav, why the clock? Honestly, you've never really explained it.
Because
why?
time is the most important element that we have in our life, and we can't afford to waste none of it, Howard.
When did you realize this? When did you realize this?
The time when I first came on your show and we was killing each other.
But why not wear a calendar? Why not wear a calendar? I've often thought about it. Why not wear a calendar?
Because I'm representing time, not the days of the month. That's for women.
Before Public Enemy, did you always walk around with a clock?
A woman should wear a calendar.
That's right. That's right, Robin. I'm going to get you a calendar. You know what I'm saying? We going to mark that day down, okay?
Flav, when did you start wearing the clock?
I started wearing the clock. Well, first, Howard, you got to remember back in the days, the fad was stopwatches because we used to all wear stopwatches. But then, as a joke, son of Berserk, my boy T.A., you know, he took the stopwatch off, put this clock around my neck.
That's a kitchen clock.
Hey, it's a shower clock.
It's a shower clock.
Yeah,
Why the wrong
but no
time?
battery.
Yeah, why the wrong
no
time?
No battery in it. And the reason why is because, you know, I turned this into a statue. You know, statues don't move. And it's on 6 o'clock.
Yeah, why
And the
6?
reason why it's on 6 o'clock, because 6 o'clock points straight up and down. And right now, I'm straight up and down with you, Howard. Thank you for having me in private parts.
Do you always... Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, boy. That's right. Your movie was my 5th movie ever in my life, G. Thank you, G.
Did you...
Yo, where's Fart Man at? Yo, is he still around?
You don't want to see him.
Huh?
Yeah, you know he's disgusting, Fart
I know, man. I know. That was my boy, man.
Flav was in my movie, and as I walk by, he smacks me in my fat cellulite.
That's right, with the broom bristles,
Have
man.
you ever seen an ass like that on a man?
Hey, man, and I don't want to ever see it either.
It was horrible, right?
Word up, man. I had to. I wanted to cover my eyes, man, but I had to see what I was doing.
You know what it is? That's an ass of the life of a veal. I mean, I sat basically on my ass my whole life. You're very active.
Word up, man.
I was not active. I sat in my room and hid. So let's get back to this now. So,
All right, let's
get back to the life of Flavor Flav, because I have many things to cover with you.
Come on, let's do it, baby.
All right,
boy.
and let me just say
and then
something.
at the end, I got a lot to cover, man, on a history of my man Howard Stern.
Well, let's just say you've got to see Flavor Flav in Deion Taylor's Night Tales, available on DVD tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Now
Yeah,
that's
man.
why Flav is here. He didn't come in for his health. You understand that? So I'll get into the project last. We'll get into.
I didn't come in here for my health. I came in here for my wealth. Hey, that was good. That was good.
Did you? You can write a song. Did you leave this dating show where all the women were trying to get a date with you? Did you leave because you actually had a real girlfriend, and the fact is she put pressure on you? She said, "Look, Flav, it's great that you got a hit television show, but if you love me, you're going to leave this TV show." Is that what happened?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, no, that's not what happened. What really happened is, I realized, man, you know what I had at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which was the real love. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And, I'm like, yo, man, later for all of this experimenting, and checking this girl out, check all these different women, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get to know them when I already got one that I know.
So this was your way of professing love for the woman that you live with and you want to have more kids with. You said, I'm willing to give up this TV show because it was a huge hit.
Yeah, definitely. Plus, besides, too, Howard, you know what I'm saying? I was getting a little burnt out with it, too. And the reason why I say that is because it was starting to be repetitious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you said,
people thought that I really couldn't find love.
Right. And
you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really want that image about me not being able to find love. But I find love every day. As soon as I walk out my door, I get love, man, from people, man.
And what's it like for a guy like you to have a camera on him all the time? Does that feed your ego, your narcissism? Does it feed it?
Honestly,
You like it?
Sometimes it creeps me out, but then again, I love it, man. I just love it. I love the camera, man.
Did there ever come a time you say to the network, look, we just shot something I'm not proud of or I'm not comfortable putting on TV? Were there moments like that where you said, no way?
Yes, there were moments like that.
What was an example of your worst moment in front of the camera that you said, I want this
Hey, if I tell you that, it would have been on TV, Howard.
Do you actually bang some of the girls from the television show?
There we go again.
Why? Why not go there? Let's find out.
How you going to question my manhood, Howard?
Do you bang some of these girls from the TV show?
Hey, man, nah, man. My show ain't about sex, man. It's about me dating.
Come on.
It's about me dating, Howard. I ain't banging nobody, man.
I don't believe it. Now listen to me.
I love you too, Howard.
You recently had a roast.
Flavor Flav, Howard Stern. Okay.
Flav, you recently had a roast. You've become so big now that they roasted you on Comedy Central.
Yeah, you know what? And I want part 2 because I want to get them back. And I'm going to tell you something, Howard. The only jokes that I said were the jokes that they wrote for me.
Right.
But I didn't know exactly what a roast was.
You didn't grow up in that environment where you learned about a roast.
I watched roasts before and everything, but I didn't really know exactly what to do with it myself. But then once I watched the show, then I'm like, hey, wait a minute, this ain't nothing but playing the dozens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I should have did my own Flavor Flav
You're
thing.
referring to
so
the
that's why I want part 2. I want part 2, and I want to call this the Revenge of Flav.
You're talking about the fact that when you were a young man growing up, the way that you would roast somebody in your neighborhood was you'd make fun of their mother.
Yeah, come on.
And so this is basically the same thing. And you didn't understand the concept, and you think that you could have gotten them a lot
Yeah,
worse.
I could have gotten them a lot better than I did.
Now, the N-word was used 11 times on the Comedy Central roast. Were you upset about that people were using the N-word? And I know Comedy Central was upset about it, weren't they?
Well, honestly, to tell you the truth, Howard, I ain't even think about it, first of all, because, I mean, you know, it's natural in my vocabulary.
You use the N-word.
You know, hey, Howard, you my nigga, man.
Really?
Yeah, you my nigga, G.
N-I-G-G-A. But
N-I-G-G-E-R. Nigga. Everybody saying it. Everybody playing it. Loaded on the scale, because everybody weighing it. Toby said, yo, I be good nigga. Nigga, get a shovel, nigga, be good digger. I don't care how small or bigger, but I don't want to be called yo, nigga. That was on the Public Enemy album.
A fantastic album.
Thank you, y'all. Thanks, man. Thanks for that.
Fantastic.
Thanks for that.
I've told you that 911 is a joke in my town.
I'm trying to tell you now, and if you don't believe it, go out there, get hit by a car, and see how long it take them to come.
Duran Duran, did you know Duran Duran covered 911's a joke in my town?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, but I haven't heard the record. But
you never heard it.
It's a little fruity.
It's not great.
Oh, okay.
When you do it,
He
might like it. He might like it.
No, he wouldn't like it. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because when he sang 911's a joke in my town, he meant it. He was angry. He was angry in it. It was done with real emotion. As we pointed out this morning,
do another version?
Duran Duran sounds like they're at a party saying 911's a bunch of white guys saying that.
Play him a little of it.
Here is a little of it. You tell the truth about what you feel about this song. Go ahead, Fred. Hit it. See if you can find it. Go ahead. Come on. Listen to it for the first time in your life. I can't believe you weren't curious to hear it.
Hey, yo, one thing I love about you, Howard, you are very stern. Howard Stern!
Flavor Flav. When did you start that Flavor Flav thing?
Honestly, man, Chuck D started it because he's the one that named me Flavor Flav.
He did.
Yeah,
like Carmen Electra was named Carmen Electra by Prince, and Chuck D named you Flavor Flav.
Yeah, because back in the days, you know, like everything was like, yo, Howie How, yo, Chucky Chuck.
Is Chuck D jealous of your success on reality television?
Chuck is very proud of me, man. You know what I'm saying? And there was times when he was trying to get up on my show.
Are you now a millionaire again as a result of these shows?
I'm almost there, Howard.
You're almost there.
I could really be a millionaire if you stick me in one of them rooms back there on your radio station. Give me about $2 million, Howard. Stick me in a room. I'll be there for about a year,
well,
man.
Let me understand something. What about a radio show for Flavor Flav? Have you ever considered that? You're a fascinating human being.
I mean, well, that's how I started off doing radio.
That's
you know,
right.
and I started off at BAU. The next thing you know, I ended up at Hot 97. The next thing you know, I ended up at 105.1 with Ed and Lisa and Dre.
Lisa G.
Yeah, Lisa G.
She works here now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never made love to Lisa G?
Nah, I never made love to
never hooked
Lisa
up?
G, man. But we've always been great friends, though, you know. But hey, Lisa always been single, man. Lisa,
Does she like men or does she like women? What is her story?
Now that you gotta ask Lisa, okay?
Right. What do you think?
Huh?
You should get it with her.
Honestly, I think Lisa's scared.
Of you?
Scared of what?
Huh?
What is she scared of?
I think she's scared of love from a man. And the reason why is because she's been single for a very, very long time. And I've been like, come on, Lisa, you need to hook up, G. No, but I just want to be single. Okay, so I got to...
That's interesting take on
She gives
that.
us the same fucking shit.
Yeah. She's very hot for Artie, but he's thinking of filing a lawsuit.
Hey, so that means that ain't nobody else getting nothing from Lisa G.
Gary, what did you want to say?
Lisa was just telling me a great story about Flavor Flav. She said that when they worked together at the radio station, if Flav wasn't in on time, her job was to start calling Rikers and some of the local prisons to see if that's where he was.
Hey, yo, and not only that, but can I tell you something, G? I'm the only one in radio history that ever did his radio show from a jail cell.
You know, speaking about jail,
I was on Rikers. I was on Rikers. Yeah, I was on Rikers Island, and I had Home Jams show, and that's when I was playing people's tapes and stuff over the radio and everything, long as it was clean. And then I got in trouble because you know me, man, driving around with no license and all of this stuff. And that's what I kept going to jail for. Hey, check this out,
you had
Howard.
48 suspensions of your license. 48.
Yeah, but wait, Howard. Let me finish telling you. Please let me finish telling you, Howard, man.
Sorry, Flav.
So anyway, I was locked up on Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? And I had to do my radio show, so I had the guards call the radio station and everything, and then they brought me the phone to my cell and everything, and I was doing my radio show from a jail cell, G. I'm the only one in Hot 97 history ever did it, man. A radio history, period.
But Flav, this is why I worry about you. First of all, you think about the court system. They've actually been kind to you. If you had your license suspended 48 times, you would think after 3 times they would say, listen, you can never drive a car again.
I never got 48 suspensions. I never had it suspended 48 times. I just got caught over 48 times driving without the license, Howard.
Oh, I see. Do you have a license now?
A license to drive people crazy.
Yeah. So you don't have a driver's license? You do not have a driver's license?
No, I don't have a driver's license yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it, Howard.
How
what do you
far
mean?
are we from getting a driver's license?
We about maybe 4 more minutes.
No, you passed the written test, right?
I passed the written test. I passed all of that, man. It's just that I just got to get the license.
So did you ever have a license?
I sure did. Matter of fact, my license was a Class 2 because before I started doing all of this, I was a school bus driver.
So why did you just? All you have to do is carry your license with you when you're driving. I mean, it's so simple.
I know, Howard, but
if it's suspended, Howard, you can't carry a license.
And if it's revoked, you can't carry it around.
I see. Your license would get revoked, and then you would go driving anyway.
And I had to get around, Howard.
And then you'd go to jail. Are you afraid of jail? I mean, does jail scare Flavor Flav at all?
I'm not scared of jail, but I'm smart enough not to go back there. Because, I already was there. I know what it's about, I mean, I do want to go back to the jail and give back to a lot of the inmates, you know what I'm saying? I just want to go back and let everybody know how good that it is on this side of the wall. You know what I'm saying? And when they get out, they should be able to stay here.
What was your longest stint in jail?
My longest extent was 2.5.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's heavy time.
Yeah.
2.5 years.
Yeah, 2.5.
For what? For the license?
No, this was back in the days.
Oh, the gun possession?
Man, way before the gun possession. I'm talking about. I was, doing some burglaries and stick-ups and all of that. Way back in my day. Cause hey, man, I was a gangster.
Wow.
I was in a gang, man, and following behind my peers and everything. I used to get in a lot of stuff, man. Next thing you know, yes, I had to do time upstate in Onondaga County Jail.
What was the actual charge?
Huh?
Robbery?
Oh, it was a whole bunch of things that ran into concurrent.
When you did armed robbery, were you at least nice to the people? I mean, you didn't,
You said,
yeah, I was nice to the people. Hey, give me your money or I'm going to shoot you.
Make me shoot
no
you.
kidding.
With a smile on my face.
Did you feel guilt or remorse over doing stuff like that?
Not then.
No.
Now I do, though.
Right.
Now I do because I know it was wrong. You know what I did. But back in the days, I was the man.
What do you think it was, like, in your background that said to you that was okay to do? Like, did you just... Is that...
What said... You know what said to me it was okay to do? My friends.
Everyone was doing it.
Yeah,
what about your parents? Were your parents?
And not only that, but the gang that I was in, some of the stuff I had to do. If I didn't do
Initiation kind of stuff.
Hey,
and if you didn't do it, they'll clip you.
There you go.
Did you ever hurt anybody?
No, I never hurt nobody.
Sure he did, but listen, we can't bring that up on the air. Are you kidding?
I love you, Howard. You the man. You're the man. See, that goes to show you from Roosevelt, Long Island. You know what time it is.
That place is a nightmare. That place was a nightmare. 16 Minutes brought me back to my hometown where Flavor is from. You were in 9th grade with Eddie Murphy? Did you?
Yeah, man. We had Miss Muckle.
You guys are younger than I am.
Yeah, man. But then I had to go back to Freeport High again because Roosevelt High School wasn't trying to stomach me.
Yeah, they threw you out of Roosevelt. You know how bad you must have been to be thrown out of Roosevelt?
Yeah, I was kind of bad there, Howard.
Roosevelt is one of the toughest schools in the world. If he was so bad that they threw him out of Roosevelt. You have no idea what a problem he is. Did you get any supervision from your parents? Could they have any control over you?
Sure, man. Listen, my mom and my dad... they supervised me the best. They taught me the best and everything.
What happened?
But when I got with my friends, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? When I was by myself.
Was it hard to get out of the game?
You know how it is, man. When you're around your parents, you don't curse. But then when you get around your friends, you let it fly, So
But after you would go to jail and be in the game, once your parents say to you, listen, Flav, this is it. We're done with you. Didn't they give you tough love? They did not.
No, as soon as I
They
got
don't.
home. No, after I got out of jail and I got home, I got a beating.
You did?
Yeah.
They beat you.
And I did not try to hit back either, man.
You took your beating.
Yeah, I took my beating like a man. And not only that, but Howard, back in the days, those were beatings, man. I got beaten butt naked with all my clothes off, extension cord or the cord from the iron. Oh, yeah, man, those was beatings.
How
G.
old were you when
and
the
then
beating started?
I would go to school with all kinds of webs all over my body, man. Look like worms, man.
So it didn't work.
Huh?
How old were you? How old
After
were you?
a while,
Flav,
it did.
how old were you when you would get beaten like that? You were a young child?
From a young child all the way up until I was about...
And your father would get you nude in a room and whip you?
And whip my butt, man. Yeah, man. And my mom's, too. My mom's would be like, my dad, take it off. Take it all off. Take the drawers off, too.
Isn't that
now,
humiliating?
get over here. Bang, bang, bang. Be like, yeah, okay, yeah. Then I start laughing and shit. And then when I start laughing, then they beat me more.
And let me ask you something. You ever been to a psychiatrist?
One time before.
Yeah.
And
did you ever sit down
guess
and
what?
think about how
and when
sad
I
that
sat
is?
down with the psychiatrist, I ain't gonna lie, Howard, I ended up shrinking him.
Hold it, Flav.
I'm serious, man.
Do you ever think about your life seriously, without the smile, without the laugh, and without laughing at it? The severe beatings and abuse you took. Do you ever sit and think about it and just say, Jesus Christ, this was wrong, I was mistreated, and do you ever feel bad about it?
No,
You're not
man.
gonna let
you
that
know what
enter.
I feel? Honestly, I feel like, hey, man, I think I better stop doing what I'm doing because my mom is really getting tired of this, and I'm tired of feeling this. You know what I'm saying? But
when you got out of prison,
but I never
wait a
was.
second.
But listen, I never was mistreated by my parents ever. I never was.
You
abused.
don't think that's mistreatment?
I never
You
was
don't think that's
abused
abuse?
by my. No,
that's abuse, Flav.
You said you
That's
had
not
welts
abuse.
all
All right.
over your
Yes,
body.
but
Flav,
still
would
no,
you
but
beat
that-
your
but that
children?
wasn't abuse
Flav,
to me.
Would
That
you
was-
beat your children?
Huh?
Will you beat your children?
No, because
nude?
I'll go to jail.
No.
If I could, I would.
You would.
But I can't.
Would you beat your children with a wire? Forget jail. I'm taking all the rules away for society. Would you strip your child naked and then take a cord, an electric cord, and hit him on his fucking ass as hard as you could? Would you do that?
Nah, I wouldn't
Why
do
not?
that today.
Why?
The reason why I wouldn't do that today
Why?
is because there's better ways to discipline your child. than that.
What? Those
So-
ways didn't exist
There's-
then?
No, they didn't exist, man.
You
And people
didn't.
wasn't.
Timeouts
hey,
didn't
hey,
exist.
but Robin, but
Flav,
check this out, Robin.
Flav, you're kidding yourself.
People wasn't even thinking like that back in
Well,
the day.
just because
The
they didn't
only thing
think that
hey,
way.
Robin, listen. I swear to God,
Back in the day
I
wasn't
swear to
so
God,
long
Robin.
ago.
The only thing that they thought about Robin was just getting that belt or that switch and just wearing your butt out.
I understand that. I understand that.
And
But
you think-
you have to understand that it hurt.
Yes, it
was
hurt.
humiliating.
Don't you think that's why you took?
But you know what? But it was a learning lesson, and I learned from it.
But don't you think the reason you felt no remorse robbing people and all that anger that comes into robbing people?
Maybe that was from the beatings I was getting.
Well, what do you think? See, you're laughing because you're
laughing, but
uncomfortable
you
with
did
it.
it.
You're
Hey,
uncomfortable
hey,
with
I'm
this.
not uncomfortable with nothing, man.
Yes,
I'm real
you are.
comfortable, and
This
it's
is
a
something
comfortable
you can't
couch,
face.
kid.
You're a brave man, but you're not brave enough to face this. You were angry, and you said, fuck everyone else because I got to take these beatings.
Life sucks.
I'm going to go fucking take it out on someone else instead of taking it out on your parents, or you should have.
Hey, you know what, Howard? That's good. You're really trying, but it ain't working.
No, it is. The laugh, you can hide behind that laugh.
Hey, yo, check this out.
Hide
no,
behind
I'm
the
not
laugh all
laughing
you
behind
want.
the laugh. I'm not hiding behind the laugh.
You're
You
hiding.
hiding behind the microphone.
No, I'm not.
You're hiding,
My nose.
Howard. Come out wherever
All right,
you
I'm
are.
hiding a little bit.
Nah, Howard, everything's good, man. I'm not. I mean, you know, I was never abused, man. I never
were.
was mistreated
Flav,
by
look
my
at me.
pa-
In all
Ma,
seriousness, let's stop the
Ma,
showbiz.
Howard Stern is trying to say you abused me, Ma.
Yes.
Come up here. Come up here.
Bring her up.
Come up here.
Bring her up.
Yup. And when my
I'll
mom
talk to her.
and when my mom's come up here, she's gonna strip you naked, Howard.
Let her
and
try.
she's gonna beat you with the extension
I'll
cord
break her
and
arm.
the iron cord.
I'll break
And-
her arm.
And then the whole world is gonna break your arm.
No, and you listen to me. Listen to me, my friend.
Go ahead, man.
And we came from the same neighborhood.
Let's do it.
We both grew up black, and we know what it's like. So listen to me.
No. We both grew up in a black neighborhood, but you never grew up black. You grew up
I wish
white.
I had been black.
My man.
Being white in a black neighborhood is the toughest thing ever.
Well, then you would have had a real
But-
tough time at camp during the summer.
I know. Well, they would have thrown me out. Listen to me, Flav. You now you living in the Bronx?
Nah, I live in Las Vegas and
Oh, you do?
and L.A. I lived in the Bronx for 14 years, though.
So you're doing well. I'm really happy about it.
Giving
I'm
up
doing
the
well,
East
Howard,
Coast,
man.
Here, I was going to play you.
Giving up the East Coast.
Kinda, yeah. And the reason why is because I'm having more fun out on the West.
What's the worst thing ever happened to you in jail?
Me getting jumped by the guards, by the COs.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Were you being a pain in the ass, or you were just
Nah,
minding
I
your own
was
business?
just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted to make a name for themselves. So, hey, let's beat up Flavor Flav. So now they can run around jail saying they beat my ass.
How bad was the beating?
They kind of stomped me in the head, kicked me in the chest and in the face and all that. You know what I'm saying? This was in the 6th building.
And you have to take it, don't you?
And the 6th building on Rikers Island. And do you know what? I tried to take it to court and still didn't win.
But it was okay for your mom to do that to you?
Huh?
It's okay for your mom to do that?
Damn right. Only my moms can do that to me. Anybody else, believe me, I catch them, they dead.
So you were a grown man when you came home from prison and your parents whipped you naked. I mean, they saw your cock and balls and everything.
Well, I wasn't a grown man. The last time I got beat like that, I was like 15 or 16, like that.
Well, I mean, listen, it's a tough life.
But yeah, but not as a grown man. I mean, you know, as a grown man, then, you know, I might end up trying to strike back, bro.
I'm so shocked you never, out of curiosity, listened to Duran Duran's version of 911's A Joke in My Town, a song you, of course, made famous and wrote.
I heard that Duran Duran did it over.
I'm going to play you a little. Tell me, I don't want your honest opinion on it, because I listened to it for the first time myself this morning, and I had a problem with it, but I want to see what you think.
Okay.
I don't think it captured what you meant in that song, but listen and you tell me. A little bit, Fred. I know, okay. It's too happy. What do we think?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, but yo, that's hot to me.
You
I like it. I like it.
You like it. It's an honor when someone takes a song of yours and covers it like that. It's not like the King of England trying to sing the blues. You don't think so?
No, I don't think. I don't think the King of England can sing what B.B. King does.
So let me understand this. You are now happily in a romance. You're not married.
I'm not married, but I'm setting a date, though.
You are?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to set a date. Not only that, but the reason why I'm taking my time with this is because I want this to be real, real big.
Who is this girl? How long you known this girl?
Well, I've been knowing this girl now. We've been together about 5 years. 5 years? About 5 years.
So
now,
she must be super hot.
Oh, yeah, she is super hot. She's super beautiful. She got the prettiest eyes, prettiest personality, man. That's why I had to stick.
Breasts?
That's why I had to stick with her, man. You know what I'm saying?
Real breasts or fake?
Oh, nah, everything is real about my girl. You'll never find nothing fake on her.
I see.
Nothing fake, man. She's real.
And what decade will the date be that you said? Anytime soon? Come on.
Well, it's going to definitely be in this 09. You know what I'm saying? Probably,
this is the year.
Probably, yeah.
And you're going to be faithful.
And the reason why I want it to be big, I'm taking my time, is because, you know, I want everybody to shoot this, Howard. I want this to be on Channel 2, 4, 5, 9, 11, 13,
you want to turn
CNN,
it
BET, NET, Yo TV, everything.
You want it to be a big event.
Yup, and I want all radio stations to be covering it, just like they did the inauguration.
Did you hear Chris Rock's latest routine where he says, hey, Flav, you got to stop running around with the clock and everything. Now that Obama might be the president, this was before he got elected, you got to stop being Flavor Flav. It's not good for black people, this kind of thing. Did you hear? It was done in comedy. Did you hear it?
No.
I took offense.
Did you know anything
because,
about it?
Did you know about that? I was watching it, and I love Chris Rock. He's my favorite comedian, but I thought he was a little tough on you. Did you hear anything, any feedback about this?
Nah.
Are you friends with Chris?
We are.
You're all right.
I mean, yeah, man. I always liked Chris Rock, man.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
think he was
saying?
just goofing around.
I heard that he was bashing me down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, what do Chris Rock got against Flavor Flav? I never did nothing to Chris Rock. You know what I mean? The whole
You're a
nine.
brother trying to make it too.
But check it, yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But I spoke with my boy Bill Stephanie. You know, Bill Stephanie and Nelson George are the ones that really got Chris Rock's ball rolling. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and Bill was like, yo, man, nah, I don't believe that. Chris Rock loves you, man. I'm like, well, how could he love me if he's going around the country bashing me? He was like, yo, well, he's not bashing you, man. Chris Rock loves you. So I got to see what my boy Bill is talking about, because Bill would never steer me wrong.
Well, you know,
I didn't hear it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard it, but you know.
So why didn't you get him for me, Howard? You my boy.
I haven't seen him
Why didn't you be like, yo, why you talk about my man Flav? Pow.
I will.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Howard.
I will stick up
Come
for
on,
you.
man.
I love you.
Come on, man. When they was trying to bash you, Howard, I was
stuck
sticking
up
up
for
for
me.
you.
I
Damn
remember
right.
that. Thank God
You
for you.
doggone right.
Unfortunate
And I'm
for you,
going to keep sticking up for you,
You
Howard.
were in jail, so.
Yeah, that's right. You were nowhere to be found.
When?
Yeah, you were always in jail. I could never get a hold of you.
Oh, okay, but at the time when they was trying to X you, Howard, your boy was out of jail and I was sticking up for you, Howard.
Do you ever hear from your old gang members? Do they ever say to you, Flav, look, man, you've made it. You've got some dough now. You got to give us some
How do
money.
we get out of there?
Nah,
do we get some-
and that's because, you know, my gangsterhood ended a long time ago.
I always
You know
heard
what
that
I'm
once you're in
saying?
a gang, you can't get out.
That's true in some cases, but some cases that ain't true.
Who did you go to? The head counsel there, the consigliere?
Well, I can't really talk about that on the radio because I might start a fire that I can't put out.
I understand. You bought your way out, I bet.
Nah, I didn't buy my way
Did
out.
you
I
get
was-
beat in and beat out?
Hey, I love you too, Rob.
Did you fight your way out?
Huh?
Did you have to fight your way out?
Kinda.
No kidding.
Kinda, man. Yeah, man.
You mean you went to them and said, look, I got to get out, and they said, okay, kick this brother's
And
ass.
they kicked my butt to get out.
Right.
But I
Really?
made it out. I made it out, and I'm here with you today,
You've
Howard.
taken a lot of beatings in your life, haven't you?
Hey, man, and I might have to take more one day.
So when Chris Rock says something about you, you say, hey, man, haven't I gotten the shit beat out of me enough? Can you stop, please?
Huh?
You too, Chris?
Yeah.
Chris Rock got beat up too?
No.
Huh? Wait,
So
what
in other words,
happened?
in a gang, in other words, in a gang, they give you a final task. If you were to get out of the gang, you got to perform the final task. Right? In other words, you've got to prove to the gang, and then you have to fight your way out.
Yeah, man.
Damn, that doesn't sound like fun.
It
You
ain't-
got they beat your ass to get in.
I
then
ain't
they
gonna
beat your
lie,
ass to
it
get
was
out.
fun getting in, but it wasn't fun getting out.
But don't they beat you up on the way in too?
Yes, ma'am, they sure
Jeez.
do. They sure do, Robin. Yeah.
I've seen that in videos where like the whole gang just stomps on
And
you.
it's real.
Why though? Why do they have to beat you
That's
up?
called initiation, and not only that, but they got to see if you man enough to be with the crew. If you man enough to be with the, if you can make it through this, you man enough to be with the crew. If you don't make it through this, hey, you can't hang.
Did you feel bad when you had to beat up some guy who wanted to be in the gang once you were in?
No, because they didn't feel bad when they beat me up, so I didn't feel bad when I had to beat somebody else up.
I always say that about doctors. They always complain about they have to do rounds, you know, when they're interning and they work 15, 16 hours a day. And they go, well, why don't you stop that? You go, well, we had to do it, so now we're doing it.
And that's true.
It.
That's true, Howard.
Your life's tough, huh?
Yeah, not
It's
now,
been a
though.
struggle.
Not now,
Now
man.
you're in a
Life
good
is
place.
easy. Life is a lot easy now, you know what I mean? It'd be a lot easier, man, if I had your money.
Wow.
You are the man, Howard. Wow. Come on, man. Stick me in that room back there, man. I'll do about a year, man. I'll do about a year back there for Howard, man, on Sirius Radio.
Well-
Do you think I would be good on radio, though, Howard?
Here's what I think about you.
Serious, man. Do you think I would be good on radio, Howard?
I think if you got real like you were here today, the way that when you got real about your parents and your life, and you got real about all the Flavor Flav shtick, I get it. But when you are yourself and you start to talk about gangs, you start to talk about what went on in your life, the beatings, everything. If you could just sit down and treat it like that, you would be one of the greatest radio performers of all time.
Hey, can I tell you something, Howard?
Yeah.
I know how to do that.
You do?
Sure I do.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to give Tim Sabian the call. I'm going to tell him, give Flav an hour of his own. Let's see him get on there. And I guarantee you will be great.
I think so, though, Howard.
You know.
I probably will blow up Sirius Radio, too, like you did.
Imagine you just talk to some kid who's trapped in a gang on the radio who says, I don't know how to get out, Flav, and you advised him.
and then he ended up getting out. That'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I would want to hear about this stuff. You've lived a life most people think is insane.
Yeah.
And they want to hear about it.
And not only that, but I'm grateful, man. I thank God, man, that I still got this life.
You ever
right
been locked
now.
up in a mental institution?
Never ever in my life.
Anyone ever tried to commit you?
Never ever in my life.
Ever been so down that you didn't want to go on?
Never ever.
Wow.
Here, I'll
Never
give you
ever,
a sample show. I'll be a caller. I'll call into the Flavor Flav show and see how you handle it. You ready? Okay.
Hello, Flav. I know you got
gang.
I know you
That's
got.
crazy.
Wait a second. I know you got laid when you were 6. I'm 7 years old. I still haven't gotten any pussy. What should I do?
Well, honestly, to tell you the truth, I think you should just pop a bone and keep it in your pants. Don't
Wait, you're
try it.
telling the kids to wait.
And wrap it up.
Dominic, you're on the air with Flavor Flav. You got to see Flavor Flav in Dion Taylor's Night Tales, available on DVD
What is
tomorrow.
Night Tales?
I'm going to tell you that in 1 second,
All
but
right.
first, Dominic, go ahead.
Flav, do you remember when I was representing your wife?
Huh?
Do you remember when I was representing your wife in family court?
Oh wow, you're back again? Where did this guy? What grave did y'all dig this guy up from? Hey, are you in my movie Night Tales?
Well, he was
He's
the lawyer
in the
against-
movie Night Tales.
Dominic, you were the lawyer against Flav in his divorce?
It was actually a family court proceeding, and Flavor Flav happens to have the nicest kids in the world. Are you seeing them now?
Thank you, man. Word up. I see all my kids, man. I be with all my
He's got
kids.
a really nice son and really nice kids that I met, and I hope he's being part of their lives. Are you?
I sure am.
He said he
bro.
is.
Big time.
Yeah.
And my grandkids, too.
You got grandkids?
I got 4 of them.
How old are you now?
I'll be 50 years old in March.
And you got
Flav
grandkids?
is 50?
Yes, I'll be 50 in March. Hey, and guess what?
You look good.
They're having a 50th birthday party for me at BB King's on the 15th of March, and then as a special request, I want my group to perform. So that's how I'm going to bring in the 16th, my birthday.
All
We're
right.
probably going to be performing.
Is Dominic going to be invited? He represented the opposition.
Sure, he can be invited. Come on down.
Yeah, he'll introduce
He'd like
you.
to see you, actually.
I'd love to see him.
What is it, Jen? Go ahead and say hi to Flavor Flav, whose Night Tales is available on DVD tomorrow, and we're going to find out what that is. Jen, go ahead.
Hey, Flavor Flav, I wanted to ask you if you feel, do you feel bad for hitting that puppy, beating that puppy on the Surreal Life? Do you have any remorse for doing that?
Oh, yeah, the puppy.
Now, I think that's...
Wow, that's big. That's big right there. But see, let me tell y'all something. You know, the average discipline for a puppy when he pees on the floor, you hit him across the nose with some newspaper. That's all I did. But then, TV, they gonna beef it up, so they kept running it and made it look like I was killing the poor dog.
Flav, isn't it true in a way, though? This ties in with what you talked about earlier, that when you're abused so much as a kid yourself, I mean, what you describe is
But
really
I never
bad.
was abused. Stop saying I was abused,
Flav,
Howard.
you're being a denier. You were
No,
abused.
I never was abused
How can
ever
you say
in my
that?
life.
How can you say that you were beaten naked with electrical cords?
But that wasn't abuse. That
What
was
is it?
discipline.
Oh,
it was called discipline, Howard.
See, that's why you don't feel bad about the dog.
There's a difference
Slave.
between discipline and abuse.
The slave master used to call it discipline.
Yep.
Hey, no, that was abuse.
The
Oh, you recognize
I don't care
it when
what the slave.
You
Listen,
recognize
slave masters
whether the
abuse.
massa. Wait, let me educate
Slave
you here.
masters abused,
If
but
the
my
massa-
mom, she disciplined.
If the massa was abusing, then your parents were abusing. You don't know different than the massa.
Wrong, Howard, because
come on.
see,
Doesn't
Come on.
matter who's
man,
wielding
it
the
matters.
cord.
Doesn't matter who the
It
massa is.
matters.
The massa comes in many colors, my friend.
Yes, he does.
Sing that.
He comes in many colors.
That's right. The massa comes in many colors.
That's
An album
right.
I'm
He
putting
comes
out.
in many colors, but you know what though?
That's
My
right.
mom, she only comes in one color, and she don't come into the color of the master.
Chris, go ahead quickly. You're the last one in on Flavor Flav, Dion Taylor's Night Tales, available on DVD tomorrow, and then we're going to find out about the project. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, now, Howard, how are you?
All right.
Flavor Flav, late night. First of all, Howard, if you think you're a bad-looking man, you ought to feel good sitting next to him.
Who? Flav's a handsome man.
Let me tell you, he's a handsome man. Anyway, back in the early 90s or late 80s, I had to spend 28 days. I got a 28-day deal, Nassau County Jail.
Yeah.
So, I could have paid a fine or did the time. I figured nice 28 days, nice and quiet in a county jail in a barracks. Who's in there? Flavor Flav. This guy never shuts up. He talks. He talks non-stop. He talks in his sleep. Smoked in his sleep.
Hey, yo,
I asked him about-
and
I
the
asked him
sounds
about-
and the sounds of this story, I think you stole my style.
Right. Chris, did you and Flav get along in prison? I mean, I think it would be exciting to be near Flav in prison.
It was a horror. It was a horror.
Just like Night Tales. Just like Night Tales.
I asked him about the clock around his neck. I said, "What's with the clock?" And he says, "That's to let you know that I know, to let you know that I know what time it is."
Well, first of all, he died in prison. They let you wear a clock. Am I correct?
Nah, they took it away from me, Howard. So don't
Exactly.
even listen to this guy, man.
Flav, so let's talk about this thing that you're promoting. This is called Night Tales.
Yeah.
What is this? You're now a movie
Well,
star,
see,
right?
Night Tales, yeah. It's a TV movie series, you know what I'm saying, and developed by my boy Dion Taylor, and it's like a twist of the Twilight Zone, you know what I'm saying? A twist of the Alfred Hitchcock show, a Rocky Horror.
So what happens
you know
to you
what I'm
in this?
saying?
Suspense, mystery,
yeah,
thriller.
and see, you got a lot of celebs, coming through. You know what I'm saying? Other celebs, coming through, doing the act, putting on the acting skills and everything.
What part do you play? Or what happens?
I'm the Rod Sterling of the movie, baby. I start the show off. I tell you what it's about, and then you see the show. And then
you're the
after-
host.
Right. And then at the end of the show, then I come back on and I close the show.
All right, so you're not in one of the stories.
I'm the narrator, baby. I'm the narrator. I'm the storyteller. You know what I'm saying?
And you're behind this. You've been paid
I'm
for
the
this.
brand, baby. I'm the brand.
You're the brand. If this takes off, you'll be the Rod Serling of Night Tales.
There you go. Word.
Interesting.
And not only that, but Howard, we got a part for you. Would you come do Night Tales?
I have no idea. I'm a very big star.
All right, well, check this out. I'm going to submit something to you, man. Just
Well, let
don't
me
say
take a
no.
look
Come
at
be
it.
in my movie, man.
All right,
Come
I'll
on,
take
be
a
in
look
my
at
movie.
it. You know I don't just do any project.
I know that. I
My
know
name's
that.
above the title.
And not only that, and when you do another project, Howard, you got to have your boy Flavor on board, man.
I put you in all my films. You know that.
Thank you, man. Well, put me in your next one, too.
You know how Ron Howard always puts his brother in? I put in Flavor Flav.
Flav is your go-to
That's right.
guy. You're Howard.
That's my guy.
What
That's
is
my
it?
guy. He was
Clint
very
Howard.
good on set. I'll tell you this: Flav on set was a professional. He was not a pain in the ass like
Was
some of
he
these other
on
rock
time?
stars.
'Cause, you
He
know.
was on time. He got the clock.
Thanks,
he thinks
man.
it's 6 o'clock all the time. So I told him call time is 6
Yeah,
o'clock.
6 o'clock.
He was there for 3 days.
All right, well, Howard, well, guess what, Howard? All of that right now is about to change, Howard.
6. What time is that? Midnight.
It's 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock. You know why I put it on 12?
Why?
Because 12 o'clock points straight up. And right now, I'm straight up with you, Howard.
All right, thank you, Flav.
Yep, that was good. That was good, Robin. That was good. That was good.
Flavor
It was
Flavor.
on time.
Flav's the new Rod Serling. He's on a roll. He
Nice.
lives in
Yeah, man.
Vegas. He's in love and he's happy. And now he says, please check out Night Tales.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure having you, my
Hey,
friend.
Howard, and it's always a pleasure seeing you, my man.
Don't stay away so long.
And may God continue to keep you successful, bro.
And the
For
same
real,
with
man.
you.
And
What are you now,
and
you
may He
Christian?
keep you having me come back to your show.
What are you now, Christian or are you Muslim? What are you? What
All
are
of that, man. I just believe in God, man. God is my boy.
you? Really? I know Allah
You know what
for
I'm
you.
saying?
or-
Yup, I'm a Muslim. I'm a
You
Christian.
are a Muslim. You're a Muslim.
Yup.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
All right.
I love you, big bro. You be good, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, everything's good. I promise you, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I'll be 50 in March, man. Hey, listen. And if you're around, come by my birthday party.
Okay, great.
All right, at BB King's.
We'll get all the information.
Yeah, I'll make sure you get everything, Howard.
I'd love to.
Okay?
All right. Continued success, my friend.
Thanks, Howard. You
Right.
take care,
It's
man.
great seeing you.
All right. Hey, yo, don't be surprised, man. I might end up doing a radio show
Well, there's
up
the
here.
guy,
one
Tim
day.
Savey.
Hang
He's
on
our
to this.
guy.
Hang on. We talked before.
underdog woman, Howard.
Call him. Seriously.
Okay.
Then do something. We'd love to have you. Love to.
Are you serious? Wow.
What do you like about doing Howard's show, man? You seem like you're so laid back. You guys get along so easy.
Hey, well, you know, first of all, man, you know, me and Howard, man, we got a natural chemistry going, you know what I'm saying? That's called natural chemistry. A lot of people ain't got that, you know what I'm saying? But then again, also, another reason why I like doing the Howard show is because the personalities, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what makes a good radio show, great personalities.
Now,
He's got a great personality. I got great personality. Personality walks, personality talks, personality smiles.
Now, you might want to have your own radio show on Sirius, you said, right?
Hey, man, do y'all think that I would make a real good radio show host?
I think it would be the best radio show on Sirius. Behind
For real?
Howard. Yeah.
Hey, yo, you know what? I'm going to have a brand new show. It's called Ask Lisa G. Hey,
You
yo,
two,
Lisa,
yeah,
I
you
love
two
you, G.
together.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Me and Lisa
You
G,
and
y'all
Lisa,
better
right?
watch
Yeah.
out. That's all right. Back together again.
I know.
Yes,
Boy.
sir.
But yeah, Howard said that you're really great when you're real.
Hey, well, I'm always real. I'm never fake.
Well, you know what he's
I'm never
saying.
fake. Hey, yo, and you know what? He was asking me about you on radio.
I know.
And I told him that you might be scared of me.
No.
But I don't think you're scared of me.
No.
But Lisa, I gotta say one thing. You are dynamite in a bathing suit.
That's
Boy,
right. You saw me in a bathing suit.
Man, she puts on a bathing suit.
All right.
Wow. Yo, what's up, money?
Hey, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm right. I'm Benji. Nice to meet you.
Benji?
Yeah.
Hi, Benji. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
All right, no doubt. You're the man, baby. Man, Benji. That's right, Benji. That was one of my favorite shows. Benji, to Benji. Hold it down, baby. All right. Woo, that's right. This is the longest handshake in handshake history. Yeah, and we're still shaking, folks. Still shaking. And we're still shaking. Bacon! It's bacon. I smell bacon. Don't be cool, G.
Not me, I'm kosher.
Huh?
Not me, I'm kosher.
Okay, you kosher?
Yeah.
I'm beef, baby. I'm beef. All the pork that I eat beef.
Keep it halal, man.
That's right. Keep it halal. Halal. Yo, peace, G.